all of the invitations were mirrored. So pretty much the way they were created was backwards. So all of the guests were forced to have to look into a mirror to be able to decipher what's on the card.
Oh, wow.
Also, the way that they made the lighting in the building and even outside, they wanted it to look as if the building was engulfed in flames. Like, I'm not even kidding. The lighting, the way it looks, bro, it looks like the building is on fire. The weirdest thing also was all the guests that were there, they described saying when they got in, it was a maze-like structure that they said had a hellish landscape. That's how they described it when they first got into this place for this party. And then all of the plates were furry plates. Plates that were covered in fur. And on top of that, they would literally serve your food on top of the body of a mannequin on a bed of roses.
What the hell did he have going on over there? What's going on, everybody? Welcome to a brand new episode of the TB4Y podcast. What's up, dude?
What's going on, you guys? I got my Peabody and Shermans on today.
Hell yeah, dude.
What's going on, bro?
Had to change it up, but nah, dude, there's a lot going on. I mean, recently, right now, you know, the World Cup is happening.
Yes.
Here in the U.S. It's going crazy.
U.S. won.
U.S. won. Mexico won.
Yeah.
Those are my two teams I'm going for right now.
I was gonna say that's actually funny.
You have to go for those two.
You seen all the Nigerians that were going for Mexico?
Yeah, because they're going against South Africa that one time. Yeah, that was cool. You feel me? So yeah, you know, U.S. beat Australia.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Mexico beat South Korea. I don't know how it's going now. You feel me?
Yeah.
Mexico might have already been knocked out the fucking tournament at this point.
Yeah. By the time we post this, who knows?
But I did have a story I wanted to tell you that has to do with soccer or football. However, you feel me? However you want to say it. But this entire team in Peru got hit by lightning in the middle of their game. In the middle of their game, and there's video footage of it, and I'm gonna show you.
Are you serious?
I swear to God. This happened in 2024 in Peru. It was a local game that was happening from this like local league out there in Peru. While they're playing the game, there's this crazy storm that's starting to happen, and the ref starts to notice that they see lightning off in the distance. So he takes it upon himself to kind of cancel the game because he doesn't think it's safe anymore to play while there's a lightning storm out. So literally, while the players are walking off the field, a lightning storm comes and hits the field and hits everyone that's on the field, bro.
Including the opposite team?
Yes.
Are you kidding me? So all the players?
All the players that are on the field at that time all get hit by this lightning. And in the video, you literally see them all just drop to the ground.
I was just going to ask.
It's crazy, bro. They all get sent to the hospital. I think only one player passed away from this.
Somebody died?
Yes. I think it was the goalkeeper, or it might have been one of the defenders. He ended up dying from the lightning strike, and the reason why they said is because he was wearing like a copper wristband or a steel wristband.
Super conducted.
But something that is pretty much what attracted the lightning storm
in general
to hit that field. Yes.
Wow.
And so he ended up dying. Most of them actually ended up recovering, but he was the only player who ended up dying from this.
So basically what you're telling me is this guy became a human lightning rod.
Yes, literally.
For the rest of the field.
While he's playing soccer.
Wow, bro.
Well, let me show you the video because the video is absolutely insane, dude.
No, it's the guy next to him in green.
Yeah.
Bro, because you see he smokes. He's the only one that's on like that. That's smoky. Wow, bro.
So they said that he was wearing like a wristband or some type of jewelry that was made out of like actual metal.
Mike, you could tell he's the one who died because he's the only one not moving on the field. Everybody else is kind of going like this.
Yep, and they all get up eventually, but he's the only one who stays down.
Are you kidding me, bro?
Crazy, bro.
Even that guy in the red, bro.
So I think it damn near knocked him into a coma, and on the way to the hospital, I think he ended up dying.
You know what's so crazy? If you look closely, the guy in the red is squirming like crazy.
He was right next to him.
He was right next to him, and it hit him, and it didn't knock him out.
Yeah.
Like everybody else, so he felt the full thing of it, bro.
Yeah, dude.
That's so interesting.
That video is crazy.
No, I'm not even kidding. I've never seen this freaking video. And this happened 2024?
I want to believe this happened in 2024, yeah.
This was in 2020s?
Yeah, in Peru, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Crazy, bro.
Yeah, that's what I mean, but it's so interesting of like, and I don't even want to get into another conversation, but it's like, lightning is so goddamn powerful, dude. I'm not even kidding because I seen this video the other day and it just reminded me of, it's like a zookeeper in some type of like Asian country, and they're trying to like do something for the alligators, and they have this like tool that they go and they just put it on their head, and dude, these monsters
shocks them.
Bro, Mike, it not even just shocks them, it freezes them. You see them go like this.
Whoa.
And the guy, he just starts walking through normal.
Tenses them up.
Tenses all of them. Mike, I'm talking about even after the shock.
That's
it's like
crazy.
5 minutes after, the alligator's just sitting like this and its tail's just wagging.
That's crazy.
And it's sitting there, and immediately the mouth goes closed.
That's wild.
And it's sitting there.
I didn't know they had stuff like that, to be honest.
I didn't either,
That's
but that's how
wild.
they control a lot of the alligators. And I got an alligator story to tell you later, actually, too, which is really freaking interesting. So I'll get into that later. But this is so crazy that I never heard about this.
Yeah, but I
bro.
mean, like, what are the odds of that? Like, it's already a rare chance of you getting hit by lightning. An entire soccer
team
getting hit
Both
by this?
teams. No, mind you, I thought you were saying it was one of the teams got hit while the other one watched.
But
them
they were
get hit
all
or something.
there.
It was everybody, dude.
Because it's like, it almost like it
Traveled
channeled through the ground.
Yes, bro. That's
and it hit
so
all of them.
interesting. That's what I mean. That lightning is such an interesting thing, bro.
That's so crazy.
Because I'm thinking that maybe it traveled in some type of like it was able to conduct through whatever's under the ground. I don't think it was just the grass, bro.
I don't know.
Because
what
grass
it was.
can't conduct.
Yeah, I don't know, but
lightning.
It hit all of them though.
You know?
Maybe they're all close enough.
Oh,
that
you
it
know what?
kind
No,
of-
you're actually. I think you are right. Because do you remember that story I told you of that guy who, throughout history, he got struck by lightning pretty much his whole life, and then even his gravestone ended up getting struck by lightning after he died. I still wonder what the hell was in that guy.
That's crazy as hell.
But I think you're right. It could be possible that it was just the ground, and then it doesn't have to be any like
they're
metal
all
things
touching
under.
it.
Because I was gonna say, they're all wearing cleats.
that
So
might have metal in it.
immediately when it went and hit the guy, it traveled down to his cleats, traveled to everybody else's cleats,
Try to find all the
shot
other
up their
metal,
entire bodies.
That makes sense.
Yeah, and then
That
I was
makes
saying
sense.
also because that other guy that I'm talking about, he got struck under a tree once, and it like blew up the tree the way
yeah.
it struck it, and it traveled down the tree and went into his body.
Yeah, and also it's like,
So-
because they said it was a storm that was happening, so maybe there was a little bit of like the grass could have been a little bit wet, maybe some condensation on the grass, something like that might have made it more conductible, I guess, or something. I don't know,
Maybe.
but you seen it in the video right there. Literally, everyone on the player drops.
Immediately,
As
and that's
soon
what's so
as
interesting
yeah.
to see is that everybody drops at the same time.
That was crazy.
You
Like it was
know?
rehearsed damn near.
Bro, looked like it was rehearsed, dude.
Yeah,
You know,
that's
and-
so freaky.
And it's so crazy. I'd seen this video recently, matter of fact, of I don't know exactly what country it was in. I would have to ask my brother again, but it was in another country. It's not the U.S. It's a lot of these people are all standing in the street. Like, Mike, it's a huge fucking crowd of people. Literally, they're all standing there, and then randomly, everybody gets super quiet. All of them, the whole crowd, at the same time. Like, they're all going like this. They're all talking. It's like hella chatter, and then you just hear it go. Like, bro, you could have heard a pin
Instantly.
drop. Instantly. Gets hella quiet, and then everybody goes like this at the same time. Out of nowhere, everybody starts to panic, and you don't really know what happens. It's like a wave of something hits everybody.
What
and
the
then
hell?
people were theorizing it's some type of government thing, and they're thinking that they were using the same thing that they used pretty much against Venezuela. The whole thing that they were saying that our government has or whatever. Pretty sure other governments probably have some of this crazy
Yeah,
stuff
similar
too.
to it, yeah.
Because, dude, the video doesn't make any sense. It's like everybody gets quiet at the same time, as if everybody felt something or something. It was like,
And they all start
and I'm not
running.
talking about it's like a gradual like, Mike. It's like
Really?
everybody.
Whoa.
It's freaky as fuck. And then you see everybody's head turns at the same time. Everybody goes,
Yeah, bro. How do
and
you
then
explain that?
immediate pandemonium. Everybody starts running around. They're all going crazy.
How do you explain that?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. It's like on some like, I don't know. Dude.
Yeah, see, that's
It's-
freaky as hell.
You know, so this thing, I know this is a whole different thing, but I'm just saying it's that weird stuff of like, what is this natural phenomenon that could have happened to these people, if it is, that made them all do the same act? Because all of these people getting struck by lightning affected them the same, except
that
that
was
one
crazy.
guy who
Yeah,
was
yeah.
the conductor of it. Fucking shocked him up the wazoo.
Yeah,
Stopped his
that
heart.
was insane, bro.
You know?
That's like I've never seen a video like this. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever. Oh, I've seen people get hit by lightning, but like I've never seen like that many people at the same
once.
time get hit by lightning.
I
It's
was just
crazy
gonna
as
say
hell.
because like I you know what's so funny? I was thinking that this story was gonna go a completely different way because I don't know if you remember that story I told you years ago of the soccer game where pretty much the people didn't like how the game went and they ended up killing the referee and cutting his head off. I thought you were going that route
No.
because I ain't gonna lie, you hear a lot of crazy stuff during soccer games. This is up there.
Oh yeah, I mean, like, bro, people do not understand. That's why I don't like the people who argue like, you know, like the Super Bowl is bigger than the World Cup or whatever.
Jesus.
Like that's the
Are you
most
kidding?
dumbest argument
Yeah.
you could ever make in the world.
Craziness,
Because,
yeah.
dude, people have literally died because of this shit,
Yeah.
bro. Like, there's that famous story in Colombia that happened. I want to say back in the 80s or something. A player on the Colombian team during the World Cup accidentally scored on himself, and the members of the cartel, I don't know if members of the cartel or just ravaged fans, found him afterwards and shot him and killed him in his own car.
Really?
After the game. You never heard about this?
I never heard about
Bro.
this. I only heard another one where something happened with a player and then the audience came out and like kicked his ass and like a bunch
No.
of stuff like that. And they damn near beat him to death. I heard of that story as well, but I've never heard
Bro,
of
this dude, he was playing for Colombia, and I think his last name was Escobar too, which is like super ironic.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
he ends up scoring on himself, and you literally see in the video when he scores on himself, he's like instantly like, oh my god, like what did I just do? Because he was pretty much the reason why his country got kicked out of the World Cup. Like they lost that game.
And you got to think about it. How many people probably bet on this team?
You know what I'm saying? And so after the game, he ends up leaving. He's like at a bar or something, and he's in his car after he leaves the bar, and a fan sees him, recognizes him in his car, pulls out his gun, and starts shooting him. And with every shot, he's screaming goal. With every shot that he's shooting him with.
Really?
Yeah, so he's like, goal, goal, goal.
I never heard this story
Bro, and he
before
killed
in
him,
my
bro.
life.
Because he scored in his own team during the World Cup.
You want to know what's also interesting to think about? It's the idea that some of these people might have thought this nigga rigged the game on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like, what are the chances that you scored on yourself?
Yeah.
You never done stuff like this before. And in one of these biggest games in the world, you go and make a mess up like this, somebody paid you to throw the game.
Yeah.
Nigga, you just costed me $50,000,
Who
bro.
knows? Yeah. Hell of money.
We gotta go
So,
kill
bro,
bro.
they killed him,
And
bro.
I
So,
think
like,
it was that serious
bro,
for them.
he
Yeah.
literally died because of the World Cup, which is so
That's
insane.
tough,
Because
bro.
it's like,
That's really that stuff.
people take this shit so serious,
Yeah.
bro.
I'm already done.
Because it's
I mean,
like it's a big event. I'm gonna
I
lie.
was
Every
gonna
4
say,
years
bro,
and stuff happens, bro.
You gotta
Like,
think about it. It's almost every country in the world is involved.
yeah,
You
literally.
know, there's not too many sports or things like that minus the Olympics. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
We don't have anything like that. So it's like the only thing comparable to the World Cup is the Olympics.
Yeah.
You can't compare the freaking NBA Finals. You can't compare the Super Bowl. You can't compare, the World Series? Is that
Yeah,
a
yeah,
different
yeah,
thing? For baseball, I don't know if that's like, I think the World Series is the world.
No, the World Series is just the
It's
United
just the
States.
United States, is it?
Yeah. They call it the World Series.
I could be wrong. I swear, I was just talking about this with my girl's dad. I think it is multiple countries. I don't know if it's every country in the world. I could be wrong. I don't know.
That I know of. I don't know. Maybe just like Canada.
Yeah,
Canada technically is in the MLB.
Yeah. But
The Blue Jays.
yeah.
They're
But
good.
it is what it is. I don't know. But yeah, I just find that very interesting that a lot of people that make that argument when it's like these other sports never really bring so much other factors that go into it. You know what I mean? Like obviously, you have stories of like, Michael Jordan with the flu game or, his dad passing and all this other stuff.
yeah, definitely.
Whatever. And, other athletes have these crazy stories. But my point I'm saying is this is just different, bro. The World Cup is one of those things where it's like a player can make a mistake and exactly what you just said, bro, they gonna slide on you after a game.
Yeah,
type
bro.
Shit. Like, Michael Jordan could miss a final shot. Kobe's missed a million freaking buzzer beaters to end the game and bring the game back. There was a lot of niggas that probably bet on Kobe.
Definitely.
We're not gonna go kill him.
And think about it, like your entire country is watching,
That's what I mean, bro.
and from a country like Colombia, where like soccer is their like
Is their-
biggest sport
yeah.
out there,
Mhm.
and you messed up the entire country's chance of winning the World Cup.
Yeah, bro.
Like, bro,
I was
you were gonna
say-
be hated
I was gonna say
forever.
that's like Tom Brady. He has to go and freaking, you feel me, throw the final call, right? Throws it to the other team.
Yeah, interception.
Interception.
Last play of the
and
game.
it was clear shot. He threw
Yeah.
it to the guy. And it was us versus Lithuania
Yeah.
in football.
Yeah, if they ever did like a football world tournament or something like that. Yeah, that's
Do
insane.
you know how, bro?
That's
you
like if
can-
like
you
LeBron or
can
Steph
never-
Curry airball
thank you.
during the Olympics.
Thank you. Or
In basketball.
Fucking misses the dunk
You know what I'm
completely.
saying?
Bro, come on, bro. It's like, dog, you literally threw an alley-oop to the other team, my nigga.
That's so insane, dude.
Our country is going to go like this. Nigga, pack your bags. We're
can't
probably
be
not
here.
going to kill, bro.
You can't be here no more.
You're not American anymore, nigga.
We took your card away.
You're out of here. Pack your bags and get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
That's damn right we're going to do that, nigga.
Literally.
We're like, dude, Tom Brady, bro, you're America's sweetheart, dog.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Yeah,
That's just what we're going to be.
literally.
You know what I mean? So, I get you, bro. I just think, but with the World Cup, it's such a phenomenon where it's like, bro, we will whole ass kill you for this.
Yeah, 'cause you
we
made us lose
will,
our game.
We will literally ruin your life. And I just think has to be one of the biggest betting things on the planet Earth is the World Cup.
Definitely. Right
I
now,
think
it's
people
probably
put up the
crazy.
most money probably for the World Cup.
Definitely.
To be honest with you, because you see some of these celebrities, they put crazy numbers for Super Bowl, NBA playoffs, whatever the case may be. I think they're putting up even more for the Super
Bro,
Bowl.
I might be wrong, bro.
the World Cup.
Canelo, I think he bet like
I heard,
$100 grand on that South Korean game.
bro.
against Mexico, and he
Bro.
won. I mean, we won, so he won whatever much money back from
I'm pretty
that,
sure it was 100, probably.
Yeah, but like that's insane to bet 6 figures on a soccer game.
On a soccer game. That's the type of stuff I'm talking about, bro. Yeah, it's different.
And like you see it now, like you see videos all over, like a Japanese dude trying Texas barbecue for the first time, or you see these Scottish people in Boston.
That's what's interesting also,
it's fun to see that. Like,
is you see the cultures collide or clash, you know? Where it's like this Japanese dude is eating a fast food burger from Chick-fil-A for the first time. You know what I mean? He's just like, what the hell?
Yeah, you see all these like British dudes like trying all this like fast or going to
They're
Walmart
crazy.
for the first time or
like,
something, you know what I mean?
Walmarts are crazy. They just have everything just out like this and whatever, and they just think it's all insane. Yeah, or you know what's interesting though? One thing that I noticed a lot of people think is funny, especially like even like whenever my girl would come out here, she would always think it's interesting that like all the stores are locked up.
Everything. Oh yeah, like everything is locked up.
Jordan
be locked up.
Yeah, but like I told you, I said even when I went to Winco one time, I was looking for Spam. Dog, the Spam's not there.
Yeah,
I was like,
locked up.
But I walked around. I was like, "Where's the Spam at?" The dude was just like, "Oh yeah, you gotta go to customer service." I said, "I gotta go
all the way to customer
I gotta go to
service.
customer service to go get." I'm talking about it's over there with all the alcohol and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so confused. I'm like, why do I have to go over to the customer service line to get Spam?
Crazy. Bro, I hate going to like Target or something like that. I gotta get some socks. They're like behind a glass wall.
Yeah.
I gotta call an employee.
They got
to
that at
come and
Walmart
unlock
too.
it. Yeah, I'm like, bro, what the hell?
And even calling the employees at these stores is the hardest thing on earth because you have to press this stupid little button that takes like they don't even answer it most of the time.
They don't answer it.
I gotta grab some random
most of the time I
guy.
gotta go find somebody to do it so he can call the guy with the keys.
I was gonna say, usually that guy's like this. Dude, that's not even my. Basically, like, that's not even my jurisdiction.
I'm like, bro, can you call who's
outside of my jurisdiction?
Where's he at?
Dude, then go get the guy who's able to freaking unlock this thing. Yeah, but I gotta call Terrence.
Go call Terrence then.
Okay, well, Terrence has to call Tina, and it's like a whole thing, bro. What am I even doing? Why are you even here? What is your job? What do you do here?
Yeah, I don't get
talk to guys like you, bro.
yeah. Like the dudes who are supposed to be unlocking like the deodorant or whatever. It's like,
what are you doing?
Why aren't they just always around those aisles all the time?
Yeah.
Why are they never in those aisles when I need them to be in those aisles?
It's like, but you're in the freaking produce.
Yeah, what are you doing over there?
You don't have to unlock anything over here. Why are you here? Crazy. I never understood those. I'm already knowing, but yeah, no, those videos are definitely entertaining, and just the concept of like, you're seeing two worlds collide, you know what I mean? And I feel like it's so interesting that the U.S. has such a special thing of, and I'm not trying to glaze us too much, but it's warranted.
We deserve to glaze.
We deserve to glaze. But it's interesting though that it's like you're not gonna see that too much from other us. Other countries.
Yeah.
Like, because for instance, like we'll go to the UK, dude, we freaking tear them redcoats up.
Yeah.
Right? Shout out to the blokes.
Shout out to the blokes.
Right. Is that a slur to them?
The blokes?
No, redcoat.
I don't know if it is.
Y'all let me know how y'all feel about that.
Well, like they're the dudes with the big hats be wearing red coats.
Yeah, because I heard Alex Jones say it, and I thought it was the funniest insult ever. He was just like, I just don't trust you redcoats. That killed me, bro. I was like, dude, that's such a funny insult.
I don't know if that's an insult for them, really.
Because they always be like, they're like, oh, like, there's nothing worse than a bloody American.
Yeah,
Yankee.
They call us Yankees and stuff.
Like yeah, it's interesting. So,
but that's not really an insult for us. We're like, whatever, bro. Y'all eat beans and stuff. So
yeah.
Like,
well, we just don't care because we're just like this, dude. You guys are eating dog food.
yeah.
So it's like you can call us bloody Americans. We always care about guns and we're all fat out here.
Yeah.
But it's like, but at least we got good food.
But it's fun to see the Europeans that would talk down on us for being
here.
fat and overweight. They come here and try our foods and they're like, oh my days, it has so much seasoning. That's what they always say whenever they eat like Popeye's chicken or something like that.
Oh my days, mate, this is delicious. I've never had a treat like this. And they go into the whole thing and it's like, bro, this is why we're so fat out here. We're so big out here. We can't get enough of this.
God,
you've been here for 3 days. You've already ate enough for like a family of 12. You've been eating crazy for the last 4 or 5 days. So yeah, bro, I don't know.
I just love to see that like with the World Cup, and I think it's like interesting because it's been. I think the last time the World Cup was in the U.S. was like in '92 or something like that, '94 I think. I might be wrong, but it's cool to see like all these people here now.
Yeah.
Like I've never experienced like this many foreigners in the U.S. at once. Like
bro.
Like ever in my life, like seeing it online or whatever, So
interesting.
It's crazy to see.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think it's like. It sucks that this only happens every 4 years or whatever.
Yeah.
And most of the time, it never happens out here in the U.S., so we never really get to experience it.
You know what's interesting, too, bro? And my bad for cutting you off. I was going to say, I think there's a lot of more unity as well.
That's what I was going to say, yeah. Like, it's crazy to see, like, how much we all get along, because we're all just human at the end of the day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We all like to drink, and we all like to party and turn up and everything. So it's crazy to see, like, you know, a dude from Africa and a dude from, you know, Scotland, you know, hanging out together and having a beer and, you know, turning up together and stuff. You know what I mean? Or, you know, you see like the South Koreans and the Mexican people, you know, turning up like crazy out there. Hella Korean dudes is making out with hella Mexican girls and stuff like that out there in Mexico. So it's like, it's just dope to see that, like, you know, we're told that, like, you know, these people are our enemies or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, these people from these other countries aren't like us and they're our enemies. But, like, when we get together, it's like
We have more
we're
in
like
common.
long lost brothers, or like we're like cousins from like that. Like, and I see someone online is like, we're just having like a big sleepover with our cousins that our parents don't like each other. That's like what it feels like for real. You know what I mean?
No, 100%. I think so too, because it's like you're seeing a lot of these people that, like you said, would never cross paths because we're on so like completely different parts of the world. There's not really too many reasons for a buttload of these people to come over here and start interacting with these people over here. So now it's like when it comes to sports, even in the United States, it's like you notice this as well. And that's why I find it funny that like the thing that kind of brings us together is a freaking rubber ball, a plastic ball or whatever the hell that goes into a hoop, or that we throw and kick into a field goal or whatever the hell. It's like, because you'll look at these teams and it's so interesting that it's like this. There's this white dude, there's this black dude, they both hate each other. But both of these niggas like the Lakers.
Yeah.
So now for this one night, they're both going like this. F the Celtics.
Yeah.
All of you guys are idiots and losers. I don't give a I hate you, bro. And they both agree they hate a Celtics fan. They want to kill this guy.
Yeah.
So now these two dudes on a regular basis where they're both wearing their regular clothes, they hate each other. But today, we both got the same enemy. It's basically the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Yeah.
That's what sports almost brings out of us, where it's so interesting that we don't care about race no more. We don't care about religion. We don't care about anything. It's like, you rock with the Celtics, dog. Get out of here.
Yeah, I'm not messing with you.
I don't mess with you. We're both black dudes. We're both white dudes. I don't give a damn about any of that.
Yeah.
You like the Celtics? Kevin Garnett? Stop playing with me, bro.
Yeah, I'm not messing with you.
You mess with Paul Pierce?
Yeah, I'm not messing with you.
I'm not rocking with you, dog.
Yeah.
That's just what it is. So I find that interesting that, like, even with the World Cup, I think it's like at a larger scale.
Yeah, because it's like it's not just a team. It's my country.
It's my country.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? And then there's might be some people that just like that team. So they're going for that country. So now you have some African guy that's sitting there with these Mexican dudes, and they're all like, bro, you're here from Mexico? And he's like, yeah, I love the team. And they're like, yeah. So now they're going crazy. They love this guy. And now they're just like, bro, I have a Nigerian homie now, randomly.
Yeah,
and they go back home, and they're like, yeah, bro, I met like this Nigerian dude. And now we're friends. We're Facebook friends. Yada, yada, yada. We talk every so often. That's just what it is now. It's so interesting. So I agree, bro. I think it's so funny that we always be like, how do we get world peace, man? And how do we do this? It's always been right in front of our face. Sports
is the way to do it.
You
see with the Olympics and everything too, like
Yeah.
how countries could come together and, you know what I mean, like get together. But I think the World Cup is it's different than
it's
the
the
Olympics.
amalgamation of it all.
Yeah, it's just crazier.
I feel like the Olympics feels more classy.
Yeah,
Because like the World Cup, we can be pieces of shit.
Yeah.
We can be the worst people possible, and it is what it is. We could sit there with our shirts off and look disgusting, paint our face, go
literally,
crazy,
yeah.
scream at the top of our lungs, swing a shirt, and that's what you're supposed to do at those games. You can eat a hot dog the size of whatever. It's all those type of things, and we think it's cool.
Yeah.
We want it there. But at the Olympics, I don't think they're expecting that same type of fan base.
I get what you mean.
You
Unless it's like basketball or soccer at the Olympics.
Yes.
Then it's like, or hockey.
Right.
Then you could be savages.
Then we going savage with it.
You know what I'm saying?
We got the hockey guy with the freaking the horns and stuff. Oh, you know, going crazy at the game. And so, yeah, I definitely think that is the big delineation between those two right there. That will always kind of make the World Cup more of an event. Is that we got to be animals.
Yeah.
For one, for one period of time during the year.
Definitely. That's why it doesn't make sense to me that, and it sucks that, that this happens every 4 years or whatever. It happens rarely, so we don't get to like feel this type of energy as often as we should, I think. But I think they should do this with like baseball too. Like baseball is a big sport that's played globally.
Baseball is America's staple.
Yeah.
Like that is the original American sport.
But they play all in South America, Japan, and other countries. They played a lot. You know what I'm saying?
You know how many Dominican?
You know what I'm saying?
How many? Bro, come on, bro.
Come on, bro. Half the league is all Dominican people damn near. You know what I'm saying, bro? So I'm like, why don't they do like a World Cup version of baseball? Bro, I think that would hit.
It would super hit.
I think that would hit for real, bro.
Yeah.
But maybe it's like maybe not enough countries play baseball like they do soccer. Because like, bro, every country plays soccer.
Yeah, I was gonna say they don't have a baseball team in Africa. They don't have a baseball team.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, and you have to go and introduce that sport to a whole another nation of people and all this stuff. You know what I mean? So
it's not a common thing in those countries.
It's just crazy how like soccer is just so
worldwide.
Yeah. Everybody plays
it. You know what I think it is? I think it's that thing of it's such a simple thing of kicking
a ball. Yeah.
You know, because even when you're a kid, you might kick a can up the road. Kicking a ball hits.
Yeah.
You get a little soccer ball, you throw that. Why you think them kids, they'll be in Brazil? They live in them little woodcots, bro. Them little ghettos.
The favelas.
Exactly. And what they doing? They out there. They playing soccer with it all day. Because it's like, bro, what are their dads doing? What are their moms doing? When that game comes on, whole family sitting there watching. Bro, it's an event.
Yeah. Africa, you see them little kids playing with soccer balls
Africa,
too.
them little boys, they running around their village. What are they doing? They playing with soccer balls. You feel me? It's the same thing. You go to all these other countries, you start noticing like, damn, soccer is hella universal.
Yeah, it's so
to the next level, you know. And another one that's a little bit universal too, boxing.
But yeah, definitely. Any type of like fighting
in general,
like MMA, all that stuff. Yeah, that's
because it's like the country rides for this one guy. You feel me? Because you see Conor McGregor, bro. He's sitting there repping Ireland to the next level. You feel me?
Yeah,
it's
all them Irish people love.
They love,
bro.
You know what I'm saying? You know, it's almost you become their Superman. You become their guy. You know, so
MMA is good at that too. Like bringing like people together for like like on a global scale kind of, because they have fighters from all around the world fighting each other. It almost reminds you like watching MMA and stuff like that. Almost reminds you of like Street Fighter. How in Street Fighter, like when you're selecting a character, they're from different countries or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, it gives me that same vibe for us.
100%. You know what's so funny? I've never put that connection. I don't know why, but I think the reason why, even when I was younger, growing up watching UFC, I thought it was so cool because it was almost like, yo, like I'm following my character, like I'm following Ryu or one of these other guys or whatever, because I definitely looked at it that way, where it's like, you exactly what you're saying. Like, I liked how the old Street Fighter games, I don't know if they still do it, but when you would go to a character, it would show
the plane
like
leaving,
on the map. Like where their country was and stuff, and I thought that was dope. So yeah, that's very interesting. I never put that connection together.
It gives me those vibes, definitely. Yeah, bro. But World Cup is dope, bro, and I'm glad that it's here in the United States, and hopefully Mexico wins it all, or US wins it all. If either one of them
I'm chilling.
But to be honest with you, I mean, the chance of them winning against like Argentina
or
all these other
slim to none.
Yeah, it's very rare. But the underdog story, man.
I was gonna say we'll see.
And if the U.S. wins,
that would be insane.
It's soccer now, but it's not football.
We're kicking out all those other sports, bro. We're doing just soccer. Right?
We're
gonna see a lot more little kids running around talking about some
Ronaldo
or whoever we have in the U.S. You know what I mean? Or
Freeman. There's a guy named Freeman, Alex Freeman.
There you go. I was gonna say we're gonna have a lot of kids talking about Freeman, doing all that shit instead of Kobe or Curry or any of that stuff. That's all out the window now, bro. Insane, you feel me? It's gonna be a lot of soccer you feel me? But to get into something else, bro, and it's interesting. I said it a little bit earlier. Speaking of crocodiles, Mike. Oh my God, I don't know if you heard about this. Did you see the special needs man who grabbed a random 3-year-old and threw him into the crocodile pit at a zoo?
In front of everybody.
Bro, I'm talking in front of the whole zoo, including the kid's parents.
Yeah.
So this happened in the UK this year to this special needs guy who one day he was just at the zoo because he was with his caretaker who took him for like a day trip. So he's at the zoo just enjoying himself. And at one point, the caretaker takes their eyes off of this guy. He wanders off on his own and starts heading towards the crocodile pit. When he walks over there, he sees this 3-year-old kid and their parent are sitting there like kind of just looking at the enclosure. This guy, not even knowing who this kid is, randomly grabs the kid, picks him up over his head, and throws him into the crocodile pit.
No way.
In front of the mom, in front of everybody that was there. So everybody immediately starts panicking and trying to figure out a way to get this kid out.
Yeah.
The kid hits the ground, lands in there. It was almost as if it's God. The alligators, for some reason, don't even really react.
Really?
They just sat there. The zookeeper's wife jumps in there and risks her life. Just full blown, doesn't even think about it, grabs the kid, throws the kid out, and basically barely gets out of there herself.
Wow.
Because that's when they started to kind of move around and stuff once she got in there. She barely gets this kid out, and the kid survives. And immediately, the zookeepers, they call the police. Police come down there, they grab this dude, they take this kid to a hospital, and mind-blowing enough, bro, the kid only had a broken pelvis and a broken arm.
Wow.
falling into a
That's insane.
crocodile pit,
Yeah, that's
and that's all you
insane,
come out with. After that, they basically get this guy and they're starting to question him. After all the questioning, they rule it as, yeah, dude, this guy is not like
there all the way.
he's not there all the way. So pretty much they're still going through to see what they're going to do with this guy. But what it looks like is they're just going to rule it off as he's insane.
That's crazy.
And he's probably not going to do any jail time. And he attempted to murder this child.
Yeah.
So right
How
now,
do you go about that with like a dude with special needs who does commit a crazy crime like that? Like, do you just throw him in jail with like the regular people, or do you throw him like
in a special thing?
You know what I'm saying, like a mental hospital or
you know
something
how
like that?
I look at
or-
it? I think that there should be, I guess, a mental hospital, bro. I don't know, because it's like you don't want to put them around a bunch of other people, because it's like, dude, he just grabbed a random kid and threw him in it. What possessed him to throw him in the crocodile pit?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But then people are like, it's because his brain's just messed up, bro. You know, something just told him and he did it. But it's kind of like, bro,
You shouldn't put him in jail with other regular
That's
criminal
what I
guys
mean.
because
We have
he
to
might
figure
be a threat
Right
to
to
those
them.
guys. Yeah.
So I think it's something that we would have to like figure out a way for these guys, because you also don't want to put a bunch of these dudes all together in one place either. You know, because I was gonna say like maybe we do like a special kind of prison for those special guys.
Yeah,
but that's
but
even
that's
worse.
gonna be insane. Yeah.
At that point, it's basically a insane asylum.
Yeah.
So at that point, we might as well just throw them in a loony bin.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it's hard to kind of know what to do with those guys in society, bro. To keep it real.
Yeah, dude, that's insane. But it's just such a slippery thing to handle because this dude needs proper care and help. So you can't just throw him into a regular prison with a bunch of regular prisoners. It's like he has to go to some type of mental hospital. But I don't think just being like, he's crazy, but just like let him free. I don't think that's the answer either. Yeah. I don't think that's good either, dude. Like, he definitely needs to be under like some type of surveillance or under some type of like care for, like, he shouldn't be able to go back to the zoo or anything.
Dude,
like that,
at all, bro. No more day trips.
Yeah.
No more any of that type of stuff, bro. And it makes you think, is like, man, bro, like what other instances did this guy have? You know what I mean? Or was it just this? You feel me?
Yeah, was he violent like at his care home and stuff like that against like his other caretakers or against other people that lived in that care home with them or whatever? You
That's
know
a
what I mean?
huge escalation.
That's crazy.
You know, because like I've worked with people with disabilities. It's like to jump that far. I don't know about that, because
to throw a kid into an alligator pit.
Yeah, I don't know, because I can understand like maybe poking the kid or going over there and try to hug him, or like he touches his hair or something. That's the normal stuff. Or maybe like might shove the kid a little bit or something. But like that's the normal stuff you might see.
To go and pick him up over his head,
Pick
though.
him up over his head and throw him into the crocodile pit.
Yeah, that's insane, bro.
There's something else in there.
Yeah.
You feel me? Because what's interesting, and this is one thing that I don't want to go too deep, is like the psychology of people and whatever, but what could be the psychology of someone who already has, let's say, like a Down syndrome? Could they still have the mind of a serial killer as well? Could you still have that trait? You get me?
Yeah.
Why don't we ever, you know what I'm saying? Because think about it, we're already like, oh, well, they're just too out of it to have the capability of being a serial killer or whatever. That's what we assume. But it's like, really? You don't think that that's like a trait?
Yeah, that they might be able to have also.
Yeah, like I don't think serial killers are that's something that is like a normal thing. I think it's like some of those things can be either baked into you, where you might have a certain habits that are already terrible, and then they grow to that.
Yeah, because there are some people with like you said, like Down syndrome or special needs that like will get a little bit handsy.
Come on, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean by that? Like they'll get handsy with certain people.
Yes.
And like, you know what I mean, in a sexual way.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So like they have that mentality to be on some weirdo stuff like that.
So that's my point. It's like, so what is that?
So why can't one have the ability to like want to inflict pain on people?
That's what I mean. Because
he knows that like I'm doing this. Yeah.
Because I'm saying, like, even working with these people, I would like, me working with people like Down syndrome, things like that specifically, there's situations where it's like, hey, stop touching me, or hey, don't touch her. Don't do this. They stop. Why is that? Why do they know?
Yeah.
So the point I'm making is, why would it be impossible for them to have the cognitive enough intelligence, or I don't even think you need to be intelligent to be a serial killer, or have the mind of a murderer.
Yeah, no.
Or a psychopath or whatever.
I don't think so.
So yeah, I don't think that's a hard task.
Because there's definitely got to be stories of people who had like crazy mental disabilities, but were also serial killers. You know what I'm saying?
Come on,
like
bro.
Ed Gein and all
I
these
was gonna
guys.
say.
Right? Yeah.
I heard like Richard Ramirez, a lot of these guys, they were not all there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just because they didn't have Down syndrome or whatever doesn't mean they didn't already have other mental things that were plaguing their brain to the next level, that probably like developmental issues, you know what I mean, that made them slower in school.
Yeah, and we're not saying like every person with Down syndrome might be a serial killer or whatever, but like
we're just saying that why does it no, that's
yeah.
literally the point we're making is why isn't it that? Like why, we don't ever see that.
There's got to be one person with Down syndrome who has thoughts of hurting people seriously.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And it's not just because he's Down syndromed.
Yeah, it's because that's just how his mind is.
He is. The same way of like,
and he also happens to have Down syndrome.
Yeah, I was gonna say just the fact of like you being blessed of just having, you know, everything okay with you. You can be a crazy motherfucker too.
Yeah.
Cause like we're both guys that are healthy and we're okay. So it's like there's still that chance that you might just be a psychopath for whatever reason.
Yeah.
So why is that different between there's two guys that have Down syndrome or mental illness or mental disability, whatever it is, and then one of them is just a happy-go-lucky guy who likes grilled cheeses, and then this other dude over here, he likes grilled cheeses too, but also murder.
Yeah. No, that's got to be a possibility somewhere.
Yeah, but you get what I'm saying though, bro. You know, it's all that type of stuff. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's just such a weird thing to go through. But man, I mean, it's a good thing that kid didn't get seriously,
that's what I'm saying,
death
bro.
rolled or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? That's wild.
Like, what is this thing with God just going, not today?
Not today.
Because we had Harambe, we had this, we had the other situation with the little boy who fell into the polar bear thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I forgot about that.
Yeah. So it's like, bro, it's so weird, and it's like every time it happens, for some reason, the animals just freeze. I'm serious. The polar bears were looking at the kid like, yo, what the hell?
He's not supposed to be in here.
Yeah, like, what the hell is this kid doing taking a dip? That's kind of how they were just looking at him. They're just swimming in the water, just kind of like this, like, what the heck is this going on? Like, what's going on? Harambe was just looking at the kid the same way, like, what the hell are you doing down here, kid? All of these creatures, but then you see the videos, bro. And alligators are not look, I'll give the exception of Harambe. Maybe even the polar bear. I know polar bears are crazy, but I'm just saying they're feeding them well.
Yeah.
The reason why
maybe
they're
that's
dangerous,
why the alligators didn't, jump on the kid.
Maybe they're already tired.
No, because they already ate or something like that.
Alligators are a different species altogether. Alligators, they just bite, just to bite.
Oh, just because they want to, huh?
Bro, it's a reflex. Like if you're next to them, they might just snap down. Bro, they do it to each other.
That's true.
Alligator throw his tail right next to bro, snap down on him and just start twisting.
Yeah.
Man, this is my brother.
Not even to eat it, just to do it.
Just to do it. And this is my whole brother. They'll just do it to each other. So that is mind blowing that nothing happened to this kid. That none of them even just snapped down on him once. That's what I'm saying. It's like, crazy. What is that? But every time you see the videos, Mike, you've seen a bunch of these gory videos. Guy falls into the tiger exhibit or the tiger, what do you call it? Enclosure.
Instantly gets tore up.
Instantly. I've seen tiger, lion, bear, everything else, even the sloth bear. Did you see that video? That dude, I never even knew they were that aggressive. That thing was tearing that guy to shreds.
Yeah, at the end of the day, it's still a bear. That's people forget.
About panda bears too. They be forgetting that.
Yeah, oh God, yeah. Pandas will tear your ass.
You see how easy they go through that bamboo? What you think they'll do to you?
Man.
People don't think about that, bro. I just seen a video of this lady. She accidentally slammed a door on a panda's hand. Dude, the thing turns into a bear. Mike, people forget this thing is stupid and it's, I'm falling all the time. And I do kung fu and stuff like that. People forgot, bro. This thing is a bear.
It could peel your bones like string cheese if it wants to.
You see, dude, have you touched bamboo?
Yeah, it's wood. It's pretty much just wood.
I was going to say, dude, bamboo is one of the hardest materials out of wood on planet Earth. I'm talking, you can chop through a tree, an oak tree, damn near easier than bamboo. So I think that's very interesting.
I mean, because bamboo will grow through you.
Thank you very much, bro. That's what
they used to do that back in the day, where they would like have a dude over a bamboo plant and just let the bamboo grow straight through him. That's insane.
Yeah, and it's wild. They actually did it on MythBusters, and it worked.
Imagine that?
It worked.
It was just slowly.
It's very slow.
Piercing through you.
Yeah. So for a cool minute, it's this weird, uncomfortable feeling.
Oh my
this
God.
pointy thing just poking in your back for a week. Then next week,
it's in there.
So now you feel this uncomfortable thing of it's breaking skin a little bit.
Oh my God.
Then it gets a little deeper.
I think that might be one of the worst torture methods.
Ultimate. That has to be one of the worst torture methods.
That's up there, dude.
That, the Iron Bull, all those type of things. I think I would choose the Iron Bull over that.
Yeah, because at least you know that's going to be done quickly.
It's pretty quick.
Quicker than that. Yeah, definitely.
You're getting smoked.
Because like now you're dealing with Mother Nature's time. It's like you're waiting for her to grow this into your back.
Yeah, dog.
Or whatever.
Yeah.
And sometimes they'll put the dudes the long way, so it'll go up your.
I know.
Go up your.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Go through the mouth.
Oh my God! So you're feeling it just go through all your guts, and you know what I'm saying?
Dude, Jesus.
Oh my.
That's that Vlad the
God,
Impaler stuff, bro. You know, that's what he was doing. He was sticking dude through the
Yeah.
thing, and he had their bodies all hang up in front of his castle, bro. That's different. That's different, bro. I ain't gonna lie. And guys were able to do it with bamboo back then.
Dude.
That's how you know bamboo was something else.
Yeah, literally, dude.
So it was a knife.
And it's really an invasive plant. Like if
Yeah.
you grow it, like the way the roots grow,
Yeah.
like it
It
grows
destroys
hella like
everything else.
sideways with it or something
Yeah,
like that. So it's
yeah.
hella hard to get rid of. Like, and it'll branch off into other like bamboo
Yep,
things. So
yep.
like if you grow like one thing of bamboo in your backyard, bro,
So
like
ugly.
it's damn near gonna be there
I was
forever.
gonna say bamboo, and it's so funny that there's this connection. Bamboo is literally the crocodile or alligators of
the plants
world.
of the plant world.
I'm telling
Yeah.
you, because like, bro, at one point we were sitting there thinking alligators were gonna be extinct. They were a part of the list, and then randomly we were idiots, bro. There's too much now.
Yeah, that's crazy.
We have way too many alligators and crocodiles out here now that back then, it's so funny that all these other animals, they're still damn near about a freaking what called like the black rhino, or not, I think the black rhino went extinct.
The white rhino, I think it did
White
go
rhino
extinct.
is or I think it already did.
Yeah, I think it's done. Yeah, it's done already.
You know, that was a part of that list like in 2015, 2013 or whatever.
there's like a species of tigers. I think that also went extinct
I think it was
too.
the Bengal tiger.
I think so. I might be wrong. I don't know for sure.
Yeah, I forgot. It could be the Bengal tiger.
But the alligators stood the test of time.
Stood the test of time, dude. They were about to go extinct, and then I don't know what we did because we were killing so much of them. That's what it was too. Like kind of how we were doing with the buffaloes back then.
Yeah.
And we have that whole picture with all the buffaloes and stuff. We were doing that with alligators back then, and then we just left them alone for like a couple years.
Now they're back.
Started going crazy, bro. Because people gotta forget, bro. They have litters. They have big things of alligators when they have babies. It's a bunch of eggs. You know, it's like birds and stuff. They have
Yeah.
like a couple. You know what I mean? They have more actually.
Like they don't die unless something like interferes with them, right? Like they don't
Unless-
get sick.
usually
They don't die
get
of old
sick, they
age or
don't-
anything like that.
None of that stuff, bro. Unless they get a grave injury from another animal, then they'll die.
That's crazy.
That's the only way those things die. So those are the only thing on Earth that is immortal. And then they even said scientists wanted to find a way to take whatever is that thing in their DNA that makes them immortal, and that is they're saying that and these certain geckos can be, or no, that and these certain jellyfish can be the key to immortality. Because there's these jellyfish that basically they never die. They can't die for anything.
Yeah, I told you about them. The only way they
Yeah.
die, they make themselves younger or something like that too.
Until they
get older, and then they'll keep repeating that over and over again.
they
so
basically
stay alive
are
forever.
Benjamin Button.
Yeah, over and over again.
Yeah, which is interesting. So those are the only things that can like almost reincarnate themselves.
That's so insane.
This is what I mean. So it's like the key to all these superpowers are in
Animals.
and that's why they did that movie Project Power. Remember that movie on Netflix?
Yeah, with
Jamie
the
Foxx?
yeah.
Yeah, where he had the power of the mantis shrimp. And
Oh, really? That's really what that was.
that's
huh?
why his power was like the craziest one, because
yeah.
they said like you know, if you size it up, this thing, dude, they said it going like this is the temperature it gets to is the surface of the sun. This
That's
little
crazy.
animal, this little thing.
Yeah, have you
So
seen it, like,
imagine it's the
punching-
size of us.
You ever seen it like punching the glass in
Yeah.
like the fish tank that they would have in or something like that? Like you can't keep that thing
You
contained.
can't. Those things are, dude, the surface of the sun, Mike.
That's insane.
In the palm of your hand.
That's crazy. That's the superhero stuff.
I'm not even kidding. Who said that? Who said that line that I just said?
Literally.
The power of the sun
Dr.
in the palm of
Octopus.
my hand.
Literally, Dr. Octopus said that.
These things are Dr. Octopus.
Yeah, I swear to God.
Dr. Octopus will love these little things.
No, for reals.
Literally, bro. Yeah, I think it's either the mantis shrimp or the pistol shrimp.
The pistol
One of-
shrimp is the
It's
pistol
the
shrimp.
pistol shrimp. The mantis shrimp is the one that has that thing that like the force is like something crazy. It's like how fast it goes.
Yeah.
He said it's like faster than
The
a
pistol
bullet or
shrimp is the
some
one
shit.
that could like has like the fire.
It
it's like-
closes down at the surface of the sun.
That's crazy. Like Captain Falcon with it. Like
Yeah.
fucking Falcon punch every time. You know what I
Every
mean?
time,
That's
bro. And they
insane.
said the water around it literally gets evaporated. They said that's how hot it gets. That it literally creates like this like heat bubble that almost
That's
like
insane.
will cook the little thing that it's trying to kill.
See, animals are so interesting. Dude.
Yeah,
Like,
that you can underwater, Mike. You created a fire. So SpongeBob and stuff. When people were saying how are they making these fires underwater,
it's possible.
maybe the mantis shrimp done
Yeah,
spark
God,
them
yeah.
up, bro. Because the fact that how are you getting the surface of the sun underwater
That's insane.
and it stays lit?
And they're like deep underwater too.
Yeah, these things are crazy.
So like
bro.
where it's like dummy ass cold, damn near.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, animals are so interesting, bro. That's why I'm like, that's the reason why everything is the way it is. Imagine, like you said, like a shrimp, like the size of like
Dude.
a bear or something.
Mike,
Bro, that would be
this
insane.
thing is. I'm talking about one of these. You're destroying a nation.
I swear to God.
Like all of like I'm talking about. You're destroying at
a whole
least a
city,
city,
whole town or something,
It's
yeah.
like this thing is a city level problem.
Yeah.
Like I'm not even kidding, bro. This is as if Thanos' army came down and they're using their blasters,
All in one
all
guy.
of them at once, all in one dude.
Yeah.
That thing, all of Los Angeles
That's wild,
gone,
bro.
majority, at least. I'm saying at least the destruction is insane. I'm talking, it's at least at like, not nuclear level. I think atomic bomb level, Mike.
I think so. Like it's able to level stuff.
I think
definitely.
it's gonna level the hell out of stuff, but it's not gonna be like radiated.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Where it's like
yeah.
a nuke, where it's like this fallout after. I think it's just gonna be like
it's taking out a couple
Superman
buildings.
and Batman, or Superman and Zod fight. That's what it's looking like after.
Every time this pistol shrimp guy pulls up to a city,
Bam, one of those.
Insane.
Don't let Brad go. Boop,
How
boop.
have they not made a comic book character or a character like that? That's like a villain who, you know what I mean? Or,
Yeah.
That's a good character. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just so interesting. So it makes you think, like, dude, immediately once scientists figure this out, because the fact that we were able to split an atom, Mike.
Yeah, do you think they'll be able to, like you said, like that Project Power movie, would they be able to like
extract whatever that piece of thing is? Bro, I think that we would start doing it where our government would put it into our soldiers, and we would end up making super soldiers.
Definitely.
I think if we got a hold of that first, and we figured out how to take these things from animals, because are you kidding me? Like, think about this, bro. Imagine having a soldier that never has to sleep. He can see in the dark. So they're like, you know what? Let's take the attributes of a lion and put it into this soldier.
Yeah.
He has night vision. He has super speed. He has durability like crazy. And on top of that, he has retractable claws and his teeth are sharp.
Yeah.
Climb any surface, pretty much. Savage. You go and you get this other guy. We're going to give him the DNA from a spider. You got Spider-Man, dog.
Yeah. No, for real.
This dude can stick on walls. His agility is crazy. This and that. It's like, dog, what are we talking about?
Imagine like a recon team.
Come on.
All with like the abilities of like a chameleon, where they could like hide in plain sight. You know what I mean?
I was just gonna say that whole team.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. That whole one team, and then you have these teams where it's like this is the muscle, where they all have the DNA of like bulls or whatever. They have like this thing from them where they get like another level of testosterone and muscle mass that goes way beyond human beings.
Man.
So these guys they're almost Rhino from Wildcard. So you just have, those are the tanks that we bring those guys in. They come, they mess shit up first. Then our battle ready guys, and those are going to be the ones that we take the DNA from, like the pistol shrimp and Woodoop, and we're like, all right, bring out the Wildcard, bro. Bring out
just
basically our SEAL Team 6.
Down. Yeah.
Drop them guys in. They dropped 3 of those guys. They're like, what the heck? They only have 3?
They instantly start just.
We got 2. One guy's aiming this way, one guy's aiming this way, guy in the middle. Boom. Whole field is done.
Yeah, no, that's
now
insane.
the tanks come in, get the rest of the stuff out the way. We got a couple of these other guys, and then mind you, there's that salamander that they said literally can grow back anything.
Yeah.
Arm? They said even parts of its own brain, Mike.
That's insane.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
How do you replicate your brain and it's still you?
Yeah, that's crazy.
They said that thing is the only thing on Earth that can do that. So if they get the DNA from this thing, bro, you're Deadpool.
Literally, you're
Those
just growing back body parts.
Those things, they said they can grow back body parts more than any other creature on Earth, and how fast they can do it is insane. It's like literally on some like invincible stuff, like in a week. They're damn near Viltrumites the way they can.
Arm back and stuff.
I would say it's more like Viltrumites than compared to Deadpool, because Deadpool will be a couple hours. These things, it'll take a week. They grow their arm back, whole thing, whole arm.
That's a wild.
Whole tail grow back in 2 weeks.
That's crazy.
Craziness, bro.
Like, could you imagine if humans had some type of ability like that?
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. And that's what I mean. I think that if these things are so possible that we're able to splice DNA and all these other things with these other creatures that we're seeing right now, I promise you right now, how we were even saying a lot of stuff with Epstein and all these other guys, dude, I truly believe our government is doing the weirdest tests, just like what we're talking about right now.
Yeah, that we don't know about yet.
I even think we're doing stuff like this. Somebody said this before. I even think we're experimenting to see what we can do with human and alien DNA. That's another one as well. I actually think so, because there was this thing that people said, and bro, you actually kind of played into this a little bit. You remember you showed me a while ago, they found those remains of those beings in Peru.
Yeah.
And you had a theory that I thought was really good, where you said, what if they've always been here before us? Because we always hear about the time period of dinosaurs. Nothing was going on.
And
then us.
Yeah.
What was in between that?
Literally.
We never talk about that time, because there's so much. Do you know how much time on Earth that goes undocumented? We know nothing about that time, that we still right now don't depict or anything.
Yeah.
So how do we know that period of time that you showed me of whenever the hell those things were discovered? Bro, what are these things? I'm putting pictures up right now. What are these things? What is this? It has a freaking
gold implant in his head.
Implant in his head, right? It had a womb.
Yeah, and they found multiple of them too.
And they found multiple of them. And the interesting thing is,
some of them had like metal implants in their arms and in their legs and
their
stuff
bones,
like that.
right? And then also, what you showed me that was interesting, not all of them had only the 3 digits or whatever, things like that. Because do you remember that other video I showed you where they showed these other aliens that looked exactly like those ones, but the digits were different?
Yeah.
They looked more normal. Like, I think it was their hands had like, I don't know if it was 5 fingers, but that's where people started saying, what the hell is this thing? Were we at one point experimenting or doing something weird and we just found one of the remains of these things? Because, dude, I mean, how is it possible that we were able to find so much of the information on some of the things with Epstein? People are going to the island and all these things that we never thought would have been possible years ago. So why would it be impossible in a time where people know that we're less intelligent, we have less capabilities of getting our hands on technology the same way they did back then? How are we discovering these things back then?
Yeah.
And talking about it at that time, and it's like, I don't know, bro. It's just weird, dude. I that's what I personally think, is that I think the same way we didn't even assume that these guys were doing this type of stuff with babies or kids or whatever, and all of these other weird things that they're talking about. Hillary Clinton wore a little girl's face and showed it to her. What kind of stories? Who makes these stories up?
Yeah, that's insane.
So it's like, if this is real, bro, why would it be far-fetched? And all this demonic stuff that we're talking about, that they're trying to sacrifice children to a demon named Baal.
Yeah, and like even like you said like they're already trying to get into the thing where, you know, like alligators and that jellyfish are like the key to immortality, so like that. Like, who's to say that they're not? You know what I'm saying?
You
like,
just made the connection.
It's like trying to get all these animals together or whatever, and trying to like figure out a way to almost copy their abilities.
Yes.
Onto
so they
humans
can live
and stuff.
forever, because we're already saying they're doing it through this demonic stuff, trying to figure out through demons.
Yeah, maybe there's some who are like, let's do it scientifically.
Thank you. Some of them are doing it's a half and half. They're doing both, and then Mike, it's 3 ways. They're doing it through demons, aliens, and then the animals.
That's insane.
That's what I believe.
Imagine, and there's gonna be one guy who's like, why don't you do all 3 of them together? And he's really gonna start.
You're gonna
cooking
make a monster. You're really gonna make a
Cthulhu
dragon
or something.
Yeah, you're gonna make Cthulhu, because I would say Cthulhu is the closest thing to like those 3 things.
Yeah.
He seems alien-like, but he's some type of marine life, and then he's a demon, because he's able to like get in your mind and make you think all these negative things and make you kill people,
Literally,
and whatever, and all this other craziness. Bro,
Yeah,
you might have cooked.
Yeah,
Cthulhu might be all 3.
Yeah, I swear to God, yeah.
That's like the best depiction of all 3.
Nah, for reals.
Bro,
I didn't think about that till right now.
I'm dead ass, bro. Cthulhu is literally all 3. He's a demon.
Jesus.
He's a marine life, and he's also an alien. Because it's like, where did Cthulhu come from?
Man.
What are the origins of Cthulhu? And you always hear all this stuff about the aliens dropping into the water. And then even if we had to think about it, bro, the most logical thing that makes sense, and I love, shout out to Jordan Peele for doing it with Nope, the most logical thing to me is, if these things are among us and we're never seeing them, where is the best place to hide where you can't see somebody in plain sight? Underwater.
Yeah.
Because you can see the water, but can we really see these fish while they're swimming in there? It's right there in front of you,
Yeah,
but it
exactly.
doesn't look clear. You can't really see it. So if I see a ship underwater and it's hella meters down, I'm just going to see these little red things
gonna
and
see
like light. And I'm like, what is that? So who's
That's
to say,
interesting,
bro?
That's actually insane.
Who's to say, bro?
Man. But yeah, bro, speaking of demons, dude, this guy is an actual demon on Earth. From the years 2000 to 2003, this guy named Yang Xinhai went on this crazy killing spree, and he killed over 67 people in China.
Holy crap.
Yes, dude, it's insane. And the way that he got away with it is crazy. He would bike around these different provinces in China.
Yeah.
So like he's like little outskirts town of China. In the middle of nights, he would go up to any house that left the door unlocked, almost on some Richard Ramirez type shit.
Holy
Where he would
crap.
go into any houses and he would kill anyone who's in the house. It doesn't matter their age, gender, whatever. He
Just
would go
anybody
in
he saw.
from the youngest kid all the way up to the elderless people in the house. He would go in there, kill them. If they're women, most of the time he would SA them too.
Oh my God.
So, dude, this dude went on a crazy killing spree in multiple provinces, so like different towns throughout in China. And the reason why it took them so long to catch this guy is because back in the day, these places in China didn't have like an entire central criminal database. So they all were working on in their own thing. So you do a crime in this city and then do a crime in another city, and they won't correlate the two because they weren't connected at all.
Yeah.
And because of this guy, he is the reason why China decided to make an entire criminal database that they're all connected to each other.
Are you kidding?
Because of
off
this
of
one
this one dude.
Yes, dude. And the way he got away with it for so long is because, like I said, he would go in these towns in the middle of the night, literally just on his bike. He would bike into these towns, kill as much people as he can, and then dip out. He would literally wear shoes that were 4 times bigger than his actual shoe size.
So throw them off.
So throw the police off when they're looking at the footprints and everything in the houses and everything. And in 2002, he ended up going into this family's home where he killed all members of his family except for one little girl who was sleeping. But she was in such a deep sleep that he didn't even notice that she was there. So he killed her entire family, left, and when the police came the next morning after she found her whole family dead, she was able to give a brief description of this guy because she was able to see him like as he was leaving their house.
What?
So the police finally had one witness of this dude's crimes.
Yeah. Over all this time.
Over all this time, yeah. And in 2003, there were reports of this really shady guy in this entertainment district. He was really just being really suspicious. So when the police came, they finally talked to this dude, and they seen that he had no type of ID on him, and all the IDs he had him were super fake, or they were like stolen IDs. And from that alone, they were able to connect him to all these other crimes that he was doing in these other provinces, and they were able to match him up with the description of the little girl that they gave him. Jesus. And when they finally, suspected him of doing it, this dude outright just confessed to everything.
All the crimes.
Yeah, and he literally said that he killed them all just because he wanted to. He says that when he sees people, he just feels like he has to kill them.
Do you see the people I'm talking about, Mike? When I was just using the example of this.
Literally, yeah.
Come on, bro. He just feels that way. And this is my point, right? Bet money, his upbringing probably wasn't that crazy.
Yeah, and it's crazy because when the police were talking to him and everything, he literally said that he didn't want to be a killer growing up. He wanted to be a writer growing up.
See what I mean?
And they found a bunch of notebooks in his backpack and everything. And to this day, they never disclosed actually what happened, what he had written down in these notebooks. But police say that a lot of the stuff he was writing in these notebooks were super, super dark. And a lot of them were disturbing things that he was writing down.
So his brain was already kind of there.
Yeah, dude. So literally his trial only lasted 1 day.
Oh, because everybody
It was
knew.
1 day trial. They instantly...
Jury, everybody was just like, this is not even a
instantly
question.
cooked him, and on February 14th of 2003, so on Valentine's Day, they ended up convicting him, and they sentenced him to death by shooting him in the back of the head with a gun.
Really?
That's literally how they killed him, yeah.
So it wasn't even firing squad.
Nope, just one guy.
Went into a room.
Stood behind him and just shot him in the back of the head, killed him.
Wow. Bro.
But this dude is the reason why China now has an organized criminal database where they can all share with the criminals that, all the crimes that are happening out there.
That is so interesting, and it almost feels a bit like a disservice that it was just such a simple death.
Yeah.
Am I wrong for
Just
saying
a
that?
gun to the back of the head, yeah.
Like
a firing squad would have felt more, I get what you're saying.
It feels very cheap.
Yeah, bro, like he killed 67 people.
That is a large party. Imagine somebody just told you right now there was a party of 60 people and everybody died.
Literally.
That is breaking news. 60 people at one party died.
Not only that, killing 67 people and then SAing 23 of them. Because any woman that was there, he was SAing.
Yeah. This is national news.
That's insane. And the fact that, I've never heard of this story, and I guess the story is, really popular out there in China, but, out here in the West,
it's not.
I've
never heard this either. Yeah.
That's absolutely insane. There's
67 people is insane.
In 3 years.
No, Mike, that is, bro, you're not understanding. This is like LeBron numbers. This is Kobe numbers. This is Jordan numbers that this guy was putting up. I'm not even trying to make light of this. That is insane. So that means a year, he's at least killing 20 people a year.
At least, yeah.
Mike.
That's wild, bro.
Over 20 a year.
Yeah.
At least.
At least, yeah.
I'm not even kidding. We tell stories here and we'll go, bro, this guy killed 10 people in 1 year. Insane, right?
And every time
5 people in 1 year.
Yeah.
Or no, matter of fact, we'll go, this guy killed 5 people.
In his whole life.
His whole life. And he's he started when he was 20, stopped when he was 40. Mm-hmm. And he killed 5 people.
And in 3 years.
3 years, this guy killed 67 people. So, Mike, that means, and the way you described it, the reason I can tell why he was able to rack up that number was you said he was doing whole families.
Mm-hmm. So you literally go into a house, anyone who's in the house is getting,
it'll be a family of 4. It'll be.
So that means every night he was at least killing 4 to 5 people or something at least. You know what I'm saying? To rack up these type of numbers. Or he was killing someone every month.
At least once a week.
A family every month he was killing. You know what I'm saying?
That's interesting.
And the reason why it was also hard to catch him, like I said, he was wearing these shoes sizes that are way too big for him. And every time he was doing it with a different weapon. So he would go, sometimes he'd go into the family.
Hammer.
Just hammer. strangle them all.
Yeah,
Sometimes
knife.
he would go in with a knife.
Yeah.
And then at the end, every morning he would get rid of all these weapons, so they were never able to find them all because he would ditch them in the next town over.
Dude, this guy was so like meticulous.
Yeah,
you know what I
dude.
mean? Like, I'm not gonna lie. I think those type of killers scare me the most. Where, like, a lot of people, I think, when it comes to film, are more scared of the crazy killers, like the ones that are
Yeah.
the Jokers and stuff like that. You know, all those guys, versus like the more cold, calculated, where like kind of like
Hannibal Lecter.
No Country for Old Men.
Yeah.
Or
Oh, yeah,
even,
yeah.
Like Hannibal Lecter, where it's kind of. But Hannibal Lecter had more of a disgusting factor where.
Yeah.
All that stuff, you know what I mean? So that's more psycho to a degree.
I get what you mean.
Versus bro from No Country for Old Men is kind of like,
Very calculated.
he'll
very
just look at you and
meticulous with
just
it.
be like,
Yeah.
where is the man? And then they'll just be like, he's back there. And he'll be like, turn around and walk 3 steps forward. And the guy will be like, why? He start raising his gun and be like, okay. The guy turns around, walks off. Why did you have to do that?
Yeah.
Or it's like he's so particular with certain things. Like, and it's just weird how the character will do things. Like, there's even this one scene in the movie where the character literally, he's talking to this old lady and he is like explaining this other stuff to her. And he's asking her, where is this guy that he's looking for? And this old lady, and they pretty much said this scene was a perfect example of when an immovable object meets
An immovable force.
Yes, sir.
I'm looking for Llewellyn Moss.
Did you go up to his trailer?
Yes, I did.
Well, I'd say he's at work. Do you want to leave a message?
Where does he work?
I can't say.
Where does he work?
Sir, I ain't at liberty to give out no information about our residents.
Where does he work?
Did you not hear me? We can't give out no information.
he's never dealt with anybody like that. And it's so interesting because everybody else, they think they can play this guy like there's this business dude. He thinks he can treat it like a business transaction. But you can't bargain with the devil. You're not going to actually win ever with the devil. Every time you think you're getting off on the devil, he already got your soul. You talking about some, oh, bruh, I ain't gonna lie, I got him, bruh. So basically what I did was I technically didn't really sell my soul. Do you not understand that this nigga is already 5 steps ahead of you? He already knew you were thinking that you weren't actually selling your soul.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So there's a lot of those characters like that where it's just like, that is way more terrifying in real life than the what call it?
Some
Than
psycho,
the,
dude.
I'm gonna cut your arms off and
Yeah.
eat your bones and da-da-da. It's like, that's not as scary, I don't think, in real life compared to like the other dude who's sitting there. He's just sharpening the knives and he's not talking to you.
Yeah.
And he's sitting there and he's folding a napkin perfectly. And he's doing all these weird things. You're like, dude, you're too normal. You're making breakfast, my nigga. You're making eggs and bacon right now, and he's eating normal. Watching a football game, like it's nothing.
Yeah, and it's because like, I think it's the mystery of what is this guy gonna do to me compared to the psycho dude.
You know
he's,
what
he's telling me he's gonna rip my arms off and eat my heart or whatever. This dude is sitting there calm as can be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's been 2 days.
Yeah, cutting something up or whatever, and he's completely normal with it. Yeah.
He fed me a steak and fries.
Yeah.
And it was good. What the hell is this guy's angle? That's
And you
more
don't
scary.
know what the hell this guy's gonna do to me.
You feel me? That's more
You know what I'm
scary.
saying?
Like, it's like the character from Black Phone. What are you doing, bro? He's like making the kid eggs and stuff, and he's sitting there like, hey, I don't want to hurt you, and blah, 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 and all this other stuff, and it's just weird. And then he's like, he goes and he leaves the door open on purpose and goes upstairs and waits at the top of the stairs.
Just waits for him there.
Waits for him so he can beat him to death. That's the type of stuff I'm talking about. Is way more scary to me than just a Jason Voorhees.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, the character Jason is more scary.
Well, that's like no, because I'll say like Jason is kind of like that meticulous kind of guy where he's not gonna say much, but he's gonna do you dirty. But like, or like Freddy Krueger is like gonna play with you and
That's my
mess with
point.
you hella tough. I go
Yes.
but Jason is kind of like he's gonna just slice you up or whatever.
Yeah.
He's not gonna hold you captive.
You feel what I'm
and do all
saying?
this-
Like,
yeah, I get what
but
you're
I
saying.
get what you're saying though, because Jason does have that weird stuff where some guy,
Or like Michael Myers.
I was gonna say, where some guy will walk up to them and just go like this, like, "Hey, you freaking idiot! You cut me off on the road!" Da 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 da. And for some reason, Jason's just standing there looking at him, analyzing him for a second. He's like, And but I'm saying that's more of like a mix.
I get what you're saying.
But you know what I mean? A perfect example is bro from Black Phone, because it's like, why did he leave the door open? And then he keeps doing it. And then the kids are the ones warning him, like, don't go upstairs. He's waiting out there and he's going to kill you.
Yeah.
He's going to beat you to death. Don't go. And then the guy sits there and he's like, the kid didn't come. So then he starts realizing this kid's not like the rest of them.
Yeah.
So it's this weird dynamic of, I think, that's why I'm saying almost being different can save your life in these scenarios as well. Like that lady I just said, she was not sitting there dealing with his bullshit, talking about some, okay, the guy's right back there. Immediately ratted him out because he would have been like, yes, thanks for the information. Blah. But he heard her say, no, I'm not going to tell you nothing. Get out of here. No. And he looked at her like this and walked out the door. He kept his eyes on her the whole time and left. Didn't kill her. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
Everybody else did what he said. Okay, he's back there. Please, just don't kill me. Trying to bargain with bro. I don't want that. So he's such an interesting guy.
Yeah, see, that's the thing where it's like those dudes who are like so meticulous about the way they do things, like she broke the pattern that he's used to. So her breaking that pattern is almost kind of like him being like, oh shit, all right, so I can't do what I normally do. I can't just kill her.
I got to change the rules.
Yeah.
Because he's so meticulous. So he's used to the normal structure of things. It's almost the same way of like a Craven the Hunter. He doesn't want you to sit there and just allow him to hunt you. He wants you to fucking fight.
Hunt. He wants you to run from him.
He wants you to run, fight, all of it. He wants the real hunt. That's why he said Spider-Man is the biggest game he could possibly ever get. That's the biggest game. Versus all these other guys. Because he's like, Rhino, whatever, yada, yada. Dude, these guys suck. But Spider-Man got that heart.
Yeah.
That's a big hunt. You know what I mean? And I think even that's just that thing, you know? So I don't know. I find it very interesting of the dynamic of these type of characters. You know?
I do think that's way more scarier to deal with than just, like you said, like some just psychopath who's just going to, bite your face off or whatever. Just this guy who sneaks into your house and he has a code. And
to a degree, he has this like code of things that he does. Because think about it. There's a lot of killers. My bad for even cutting you off. There's a lot of killers that do that thing where they're just stupid, dude. They're not meticulous at all. It's like there's this trail of violence that follows them. There's this trail of weapons that are in these areas, mistakes. This guy was not making mistakes for how many years?
For
3 of them to be able to kill 60. Bro, that's 365 days for 3 times. Didn't get caught up. Getting away with killing people. This guy was good.
Yeah, bro. That's why this guy is.
Credit.
Yeah, no, this guy was actually insane. And also, it doesn't help that like the criminal database, everything was never established, so he had that on his side too, where like his country wasn't sufficiently advanced to the point where they were able to keep tabs on him throughout all these cities. Like that was also another advantage of his. You know what I'm saying? That's the same way like, back in the day, like killers in the 70s and 60s, stuff like that were able to get away. So like Ted Bundy was able to go to different states and go across state lines and kill different people across state lines. And these counties did not know about these other killings.
They didn't hear about him yet because it came late. It was too late to get to the next place. You're right.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of that same thing.
I wanted to ask you a question though. That's actually really interesting. Now that you even brought up Ted Bundy, I gotta ask, brother. Do you think in the modern day there could be another Ted Bundy? And I'm not just talking about with technology and all these things. I'm saying the way he was going about his crimes. This dude was walking up to women talking about some, hey, you got a broken arm. You think you can help me push my car?
No way. I don't think that would work in today's age. I do not think that would work in today's day and age. I think a lot of these
girls today?
Oh, yeah, no. They're not falling for that. Hell no. Are you kidding me? A lot of the serial killers from back in the day, like Son of Sam, all these guys, like, I don't think they'll be able to get away with a lot of stuff they're doing now. Like the stuff that they were doing back then would not fly today. Yeah. They would not be able to get away with it. Like you just said, like not even just going off technology and all this stuff. Like, bro, Son of Sam was just walking around New York just shooting people in the head. Yeah. Today's day and age, bro, if you try doing shit like that, bro, you're also going to get blasted. Yeah, you know what I'm saying, bro? Like, you're not going to be able to get away with things like that. You know what I mean?
There's so many differences of why these things kind of play out the way they do now, you know? Because I was just thinking about that. Like, a Ted Bundy in today's time is comedy, bro.
Fuck no, that's
comedy, bro. You know what I mean?
That would definitely not work, bro. Like, him trying to get a girl to help him move a couch into his car or whatever, dude. Like, hell no.
She's going to go and be like this. This is exactly the problem with men today. You're asking me to help you. He's gonna go, whatever.
Yeah, but now, like him also being able to go across state lines or whatever, breaking out of the courthouse.
Breaking out of the courthouse the way he did.
On, bro. Yeah, that's not gonna work.
He jumped out of the window, Mike,
and got away for a fat minute. Like, bro, today's day, like, and think about it, like he was in court. His girl didn't even know he was in jail damn near at that time.
Yeah. Bro, his girl damn near didn't even know what was going on yet.
At all.
She's probably just thinking, bro, something happened to him. He's gone for a couple of days. He'll come back. And then she finds out it's breaking news when it pops up on the TV 2 weeks later, 3 weeks later, a month later.
That he broke out.
That he broke out.
God, he was in jail.
And she's like, what? And I heard apparently he broke out and went and visited her.
Yeah, that's insane.
Dog. That would have, imagine that, bro. Imagine how heart-wrenching that is. You just heard about your ex-boyfriend. He's on the news.
You probably just seen him.
You just seen, bro. And then next thing you know, you open your front door, bro, standing there.
That's
you heard he just killed 3 women. from a sorority house. You're like, dog, what the hell are you
I was
doing
like,
here?
I think back in the day,
Yeah,
it was a lot easier to be a serial killer in the U.S.
definitely,
than
bro.
it is nowadays. Like,
Definitely.
I don't think there's not. I mean, it still happens, definitely.
Yeah,
It definitely still happens. But I think one thing is, they don't celebritize serial killers nowadays.
yeah.
like how they used to back in
I
the
remember
day.
you said they stopped doing it after a while. I think it was after a certain bomber, I believe. They had him on a magazine, which was ridiculous, and he said he felt like a rock star.
Mm-hmm.
And immediately, I think they had him on Times Magazine, the
Yeah.
cover.
That's insane.
The bomber.
Yeah, that's wild.
Bro, I'm dead ass. I could put it up. It's insane. And then he came out and made this whole thing like, yeah, that's all I ever wanted. I'm like a action villain.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like Magneto or
That's
or
crazy as
Dr.
hell.
Doom.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think like nowadays they stopped doing that, and
Yeah.
it also makes the dudes who would want to do that not do it as much because it's like, oh, I don't get the fame with it no more.
I don't get anything.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I think people who do mass shootings are like our new day and age version
Of those guys.
of the serial killers.
Yeah.
Because they get the fame, they get the
the
infamy
news
from it, and
coverage.
all this. They get the news coverage from it. They get the hate from it or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, they get people who praise them sometimes. Some
Yes,
weirdos who will
Columbine
praise these people for
shooters.
doing that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so that is our new day and age version of serial killers is people who do mass shooting. I think.
You're 100%.
You know what I'm saying?
No,
'Cause
I can't think of any other connection. I think that's the best one because they're the next step, honestly, because it's like how we evolved from certain phones to what we have now. You know, the phone that's connected to the wall versus now you can walk around in the street.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's the same thing as that, where it was more contained, that it would be rare that you would have these mass shootings because it was less accessible to just be doing things like this, I
Yeah.
think. And I think now, in the time that they started ramping up, that's when it changed after the Columbine shooting. It was this thing of like, oh my, it's possible.
Yeah.
We could do that? And then they changed the game. It was the same way as like when Whatcott introduced the iPhone. Changed the game.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to make it sound like a good thing what they did. I'm just saying that it changed the climate completely, where it was like, oh, so we're not doing pagers no more. We're doing iPhones now. Or we're not doing whatever no more. We're doing iPhones now.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing as like, oh, we're not just doing these little killings here and there. We're doing it all in one swoop.
Yeah, it's the evolution of it.
Thank you. And then it's like, oh, okay, so wait a minute. I feel disenfranchised. Just like that guy. I'm a disenfranchised white dude. What the hell? I want to shoot up the school. Or I'm a disenfranchised black dude. Or whatever the case may be. I want to shoot up the school. Because they were hearing, oh, the Columbine shooters, they were getting bullied and they didn't like white hats and all this other stupid stuff. And, oh, yeah, bro, if you wearing a white hat, we're going to get you, bro. We're going to do da-da-da-da. Yeah, the jocks in our school, we're gonna gun them down and make sure yada, yada. It's like they felt disenfranchised.
Yeah, so even be like, I'm gonna go to the grocery store and just kill any black or brown person I see, or whatever the case is. You know
or
what I'm
my
saying?
job.
Yeah, or
I'm gonna
my
kill
job.
all my
yeah.
coworkers because all these people were getting on me years ago or whatever, and now I haven't worked at this UPS in 5 years.
Literally.
But I'm about to go over there and shoot it up though, because when I worked there, these two guys made fun of me in the break room.
Yeah, that's literally where that term "going postal" comes from.
Thank you.
Like, I think it also came from Son of Sam. I might be wrong. About
I think
that,
it was
but-
Son of Sam.
But
I
like
think it was.
he went and killed a bunch of his coworkers.
That's
You know
what
what
I'm
I'm saying?
saying,
So it's
yeah.
like it was that same thing. And I think nowadays, I mean, definitely there are still serial killers out there. Like there was one out here not that long ago. A couple
Yeah,
years
there was
ago,
even one in
Georgia.
Texas that was going
Yeah.
around all over there for a minute.
Yeah, and in Austin, they're finding like body
Remember?
parts all over the
Yeah,
place.
yeah,
and
yeah.
everything.
It was a
I
couple
don't know
years
if they-
ago.
I don't know if they ever caught that guy, but
I don't remember them catching, bro.
But like I'm saying, like if this would have happened like back in the 70s or whatever, like that dude would have had a whole name and a
I was
whole,
gonna say,
you know what I'm saying, all
yeah.
this crazy stuff. Like they stopped doing all, and it was crazy because it was a lot of the news would
That
give
would
these
do
people
it.
the names.
I was gonna
yeah.
say Son of Sam, all of these type of guys. Definitely
The Night Stalker,
Night Stalker.
you know what I mean?
You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Yeah, a lot of those type of dudes were the Zodiac Killer. You know what I mean?
The Black Doodler,
Yeah, it's like
the Golden
jeez,
State
bro.
Killer. Like
Yeah.
they're giving these guys these like
Like I'm not even kidding.
crazy
Some of
ass
the
names.
names are literally like somebody's gamer tag now, and they're like, "Bro, my name goes crazy."
Yeah.
Doesn't it? Yeah. You know, like, Django Darkblade. I always bring that one up.
Yeah.
Django Darkblade 67. It's like he thinks that's so cold. And then if you go and take that same kid, and then he does something with a blade that's black, and they call him fucking Django Darkblade, and that's his name on the website, because Jack the Ripper, that is the coldest gamer tag ever.
yeah, that's hard.
Are you kidding me? If this was before whatever, if I would have been like, bro, my character, he goes and he rips people to shreds. That's his final move.
Even like the
And
Golden
my
State
gamer
Killer.
tag is Jack the Ripper.
Yeah, that's hard as hell. Like even like the Golden State Killers are pretty
Yeah.
dope. Like if you're from
Pretty cool,
California and you're like, you know what I'm saying, and you
Yeah.
play like Call of Duty or something.
Yeah. No, some of the ones you told me, dude, like, what call it? It's like the Vampire of Dusseldorf and stuff.
Yeah.
It's like, jeez.
What was the other one? The Vampire King of Fresno? Like,
yeah,
bro,
the Vampire
that's,
King of Fresno.
that's such a clean name.
It's like you're it's like, dude, that's literally some Adventure Time shit. The Vampire King.
Well, that's insane.
It's like, what are we talking about?
Bro, and they would give these people's names like that like all the time, like these like dope, interesting sounding like super villain names.
Literally,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
And that's what I think. That's what a lot of these guys were like going for. Like,
Yes.
I want the infamy of being this character. Almost like I'm not even myself no more. Like,
Yeah, you turn
I'm this
them.
character.
Thank you. That's the thing. You almost characterize them that now they're a Joker. Now they're Bane. Now they're whatever. So it's like this dude sees this headline and he's like, "Holy crap, I'm Devilicus."
Yeah.
And it's like, why did y'all go and give him this villainous ass name, Devilicus?
Yeah. The torso killer.
Yeah. It's
Like,
like,
what the
bro,
hell?
bro. No, I'm just going to the full extreme of like, you called this guy Doctor Doom
Yeah.
on a headline.
Or
You-
Dr. Death.
Yeah. That's
a real
literally
guy,
one
yeah.
of them. That's insane, dude. Dr. Death,
It's
Mike?
like you turn this dude into this character for us. And I think that's why a lot of these dudes, I mean, a lot of them obviously they had like weird mental problems and they did it because they felt this weird need to kill people and
Yeah,
stuff.
that's
But
what
I
I
think
said.
a part of it also was them like becoming these larger than their life characters.
You have to-
And that's the reason why they wanted to do it for us.
I was going to say it almost is a perfect example of Todd Phillips' Joker. The way that he went about it, where it was almost this thing that Joker went into the role that everybody already seen him as. He wasn't really that guy. He was more of a softer dude. You know, he had hard times, whatever. Then he did the Murray show. Goes, shoots him. They throw him into the back of the cop car. He's looking at the anarchy. And he's starting to notice, I'm this character. And then when he gets on top of the car, he's still Arthur in the beginning. When he sits, he's looking at everybody. Then he gets in the character, starts dancing, doing whatever, doing his thing. That's exactly the same thing these guys do, is that they start seeing all the stuff online. People are praising them. Yeah, gun them down. Yeah, we're disenfranchised.
Yep.
And a lot of those guys, they start going into those realms. And then immediately you start hearing all these guys that are championing them. That's why you get like a Chud the Builder and all these type of dudes that start doing these stupid things that literally nobody pretty much agrees with. It's like a small minority. I'm talking every race on planet Earth is pretty much like, this guy's a freaking idiot.
Yeah, the guy's a weirdo.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Even guys that you wouldn't expect, the Nelk boys who people freaking hate, are like, this freaking clown, bro. All the controversial guys, Supreme Patty doing the thing in his eyes, he's like, these guys are idiots.
Yeah.
You know, we got all these guys damn near sitting there,
Yeah.
esteemed gentlemen all of a sudden because of these idiots. I mean, because of this idiot, you know?
No, for real.
And it's that example of, like I said, of this is what's even crazy. I'm not even trying to get into something else. Even a guy like him, he might not even actually be racist. That's the crazy part about people online, too. I might go, because a lot of people think that about that one dude from freaking Fresh and Fit. What's his name? Fit. A lot of people think about him. Myron. That dude. Everybody's like, bro, he's super racist or whatever, right? He probably is. But the crazy part is, I think this guy is LARPing. I think a lot of these dudes are actually not truly racist. I think maybe they have some prejudice. You know, I think that's human beings in general.
Definitely, yeah.
But I think a lot of them, they're doing exactly what the serial killers are doing, what the new guys are doing.
I get what you're saying.
You lean into the role where it's like, holy crap, I'm getting hella engagement when I'm racist. Because I'm telling you, bro, even that guy, bro, like those dudes, they used to just talk hella crap about girls, and it was like their podcast used to just be about girls and women, and they'll bring all those girls on and just say stupid shit to them. That's what it used to be. Out of nowhere, he started doing all this stuff online. I'm like, Chud the Builder should be free, and all this other craziness. You look into that, bro. You start going, where did that come from? Or like Sneeko randomly, or any of these other guys online that whatever, you feel me? Like even the dude that was he does Alex Rosen, that's his name. He used to do the pred catches with Gideon.
Oh yeah,
Big chubby white dude.
All of a sudden he
All
switched
of
up
a
his whole
sudden, right?
content. Yeah.
All of a sudden now he's talking about I want to put $100,000 down for Chud the Builder to get free.
Insane.
You were talking about you want to catch these predators or whatever, right? And you have a problem with these guys doing weird stuff and it's unnecessary and whatever because it's hurting kids. What was he doing?
Literally.
The only difference is these people aren't kids.
Yeah.
So is it okay that we could just mess around with adults and do this to people that are adults, but not kids though, right?
Yeah.
Is that what your point is? And it's like, bro, he's probably a LARPer. That's my point, where he just rocks with Gideon and stuff. I'm saying the opposite end. He probably don't really rock with niggas like that.
Yeah, like
for
he
real.
was rocking with Gideon because
the
the
content.
views were going crazy. Their clips were going viral. All this,
get
this,
what I'm
that.
saying, exactly.
And then now, like his true side is coming. Or maybe even like he's like the ultimate, he's double LARPing damn near, where it's like,
thank you.
Whoa, okay, this Chud the Builder video I did went fucking crazy.
I gotta keep
I
doubling down.
I gotta keep on going down this momentum. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And that's a good point. Like I think a lot of these people that we see nowadays, this whole manosphere stuff, right?
Yeah.
That, you know, that's like going crazy right now, or I don't know if it's still going crazy or not.
Yeah.
But like a lot of these guys probably don't even believe in the messages that they're giving out to the world.
A lot of dudes, bro. You'll see a lot of these guys. It's like a dude will sit there and be like this, like, bro, to be honest with you, don't ever live with your girlfriend, bro. That's the stupidest thing. That's damn right what that guy Fitz said. He said, if you live with your girlfriend, that's the dumbest thing, or your wife, that's the dumbest thing you could ever do. And this is the only thing I said to him. I was like this, okay, if he's talking about for the majority of men to just get their stuff together first, whatever, before they live with their girlfriend, that's fine. But if you're going to tell guys that are married that they should live in the same court as their girl, but get another house and live in a house with like-minded men, but you go across the street to go visit your kid, what's the point of having a family? But you're telling all these girls on your show that you guys need to stop being whores and chase after family. But then it's like, dude, you're contradicting it, because
literally,
where is the family? If the guy's across the street, whatever. And it's the same thing as like, even these like super duper feminists that are just like, I hate men and whatever. But then you want this dude to be fixing your tire, or you want the guy to pay for the first date still.
Yeah. Or you want the guy to beat up that other guy who just hit you with a brick or something.
Thank you. You want him to go and protect you.
Yeah.
And put his life on the line. How you know he's gonna throw a brick at me?
Yeah.
And kill me with it.
Yeah.
On some obsession shit.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. I think everyone does that same thing where it's
Yes.
like whatever gets them the crazy amount of views or the
LARP.
the content, whatever, they're gonna keep going down
Yes.
that route as much as they can, even if it contradicts their own personal beliefs or whatever.
Even if it's their whole brand already.
Yeah.
You feel me? Because even we started seeing the period of time where a lot of these celebrities randomly just started LARPing that they heck like anime. Where did that started coming
Literally,
from?
yeah.
Where? It would be, yeah, you know, I really am a fan, and they would just say like, dude, it's like, come on, bro. Really, like, yeah, I'm a real big fan of Sailor Moon.
Or even
And
like,
it's like, come on,
yeah,
Gizzo,
even
like,
with like,
we know,
bro.
It's like, dude, come on, bro. We know right now what people are talking about, what's popping, whatever, whoopty whoop. You don't really like this show, bro. You heard or saw clips on TikTok.
Literally.
You thought it was pretty dope.
It's like, for Halloween you're dressing up as Poison Ivy from Batman.
Batman. So what do you know about Poison Ivy? You ever read a Batman comic ever? Or?
You ever watched the cartoon as a kid?
Yeah, you ever watched
that?
the Batman 90s? The 90s Batman animated series?
None of that, huh?
You ever watched any of the Batman movies?
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of people did that too, and I you know what the reason why? I think that could be similar to the same thing where they do that stuff because it's like, oh, if I put my foot in here and I say I'm a big Quasar fan, from Marvel or whatever, right? Maybe if they make a Quasar movie, fans would be like, hey, Mike is a huge Quasar. He's got to play Quasar.
Exactly.
He's got to play a role. And it's like, I low-key got myself a job.
I get what you're saying. That
you know what
is
I'm saying?
Smart as hell. Yes, that it's almost like you're reserving spots for yourself to have like these like life rafts to go to. That's interesting because like I said, like I think with some of these people, they'll go and be like this. Like, let's say they notice like, holy crap, dude, the content of, you know, doing like the pop the balloon stuff is going crazy. So now you're just going to conform and jump into doing that content. But before you used to just do pranks.
Yeah.
It's like, where did this come from? You know, so that's what I think is it's a lot of that is happening of people that would just jump in and whatever. You know?
And that's been happening for a long time too. Cause like you remember like when we were like growing up or in high school, whatever, it's like, we grew up, all these guys who were doing pranks and all this stuff.
Yes.
The prank stopped falling off.
Yeah,
and then they started vlogging. And then from the vloggers went to live streaming.
No, you're literally going. It was eras. Yes, no, you're spitting right now. I remember that. There was literally the prank era where it was like Roman Atwood, FouseyTube. All of these guys were dominating YouTube with all these pranks, and everybody loved doing pranks in the hood for some reason. Those were always the most popular videos, right? It'd be like, oh, you know, go in wearing blue in the hood.
Yeah.
You know, all that, those dumb videos, right? We would have a whole bunch of those, and then you're right, bro. Out of nowhere, you started seeing the transition. It went into what car, bro? Like, what did you just say a minute ago?
Vlogs and stuff.
Went to vlogging. So that's when you seen everybody was doing I'm gonna do 100-day vlogs. And Logan Paul and his brother were dominating vlogs at that time on YouTube. It was all of that type of stuff, bro. You're spitting. And then now it's starting to kind of get into like the streaming where guys are posting their clips from their streams onto their YouTube and things like that. And we're kind of getting a little bit more of that. You feel me?
Yeah.
We even had the era. The era where it was a lot of the sit down with girls content. We had a lot of that too.
Yeah, no, for us.
The sit down podcast.
Yeah, you're right.
You know, or I guess we could say we had a podcast era.
Yeah, definitely. And even like streamers would do where they'll have like the death streams where like they'll have
The
like girls on them.
It was a whole
thing.
We had that whole era.
And I think it's just like a weird thing where I feel like, and I hate to sound like an old man or whatever.
You are.
But I feel like, yeah, I am, bro. But I feel like when we were younger and would watch YouTubers or whatever, online personalities, it felt like everyone was their own little world and their own little space. So it's like, I could go watch Smosh or whatever, and then I'll go watch PewDiePie or whatever. And then like everyone had their own thing going on, but
It felt like cable. Like it was like I'm watching like
different channels,
like Nickelodeon over here, and then I'm watching like it was like different shows completely. Like, oh, this is SpongeBob, this is that, but it's like YouTube doesn't feel like that anymore. It just feels all one.
Yeah, everyone,
you know what I mean?
Everyone's just following the same trend, and it's like, you know, with like the Mr. Beast stuff, it's like now everyone's back to doing these like crazy big challenges. Like I'm challenging 100 people to as long as they could touch the car, you know what I mean, or whatever the hell, right?
Yeah.
And I think like we're seeing that over and over again, and I don't know if it'll ever get to a point where it's like everyone is kind of back to their own channel, I guess.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's like a lot of people don't see the money in that. They're like, we got to keep on going to what's popular right now.
Bro, you just said something that I think was the biggest difference is a lot of those early YouTubers, they were just doing it for the love of the game, and most of them weren't thinking, I'm going to become a millionaire off of YouTube. YouTube that wasn't even a possibility back then. Most people were like, that's not going to happen. They probably made a couple $100, couple, $1,000 here and there on the early YouTube. Bro, their paying system was not as good as it is now. Bro,
yeah, definitely.
Right? So it was a lot of these guys that the money element wasn't really there yet. So the content was so more original, fresh, and you were more willing to take risks. And it's kind of the same thing with movies as well. Whenever we always talk about movies, like in today, it's the same freaking thing. Nobody wants to take the risks anymore. So they're like, let's do another Super Mario.
Yeah.
Easy cash grab. We'll definitely make our return at least. We'll at least make our money back. Versus back then, like the YouTubers, they were sitting there going like this. I thought this video was funny. I'm going to drop it. That's it. They weren't thinking, is this going to give me 100,000 followers? And Most of them are probably thinking, that would be dope if it got me people and that would come through or whatever. But I thought this video was hilarious.
Yeah, like how many YouTubers are out there who just do skits?
Thank you.
There are some out there, definitely.
Yeah, they're far.
Shout out to the ones that are out there.
Yeah, shout out to my brother. He one of them.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
But back in the day, bro, it was like there were so much people do. You know, you have like Timothy De La Ghetto, you had Ryan Higa, you had Smosh, you had all these different channels all doing different skits in their own way. You know what I'm saying? And so that's why everything felt so. And then you had people who would play video games, you know, like all this,
dude,
like everyone was in their own realm.
Do you even remember? And this is what I'm saying. There was categories to it where you even remember there was a lot of the story time YouTubers as well, where they would
like
drive
Swoozie and all these guys.
Yeah, shout out to Swoozie, bro. Shout out to Swoozie, bro. That is one of those early ones.
Daystorm back in the day.
Come on, bro. Do you know Young Don the Sauce guy?
Yeah.
Come on, bro. All of these types of guys, right? Early YouTube. They were doing their thing. You know, they kind of went on a little bit farther past it. But, bro, I'm not even kidding. It was like those dudes posting was an event back then. It was like, yo, Swoozie just posted a new story, bro. This is crazy. Whatever, whoop-de-whoop. This is insane. And, like, you would just think it was so interesting. And it was such a simple YouTube video where it's like, he's just drawing himself. And it would be like these little stick figure guys with like a bald brown head.
Yeah.
You know? And then he would just, like, PNG drag the guys and make them move a little bit.
Yeah,
and
bro.
stuff.
But those used to really hit for
those were bang for everybody.
Yeah,
though.
man.
Such a simple idea that nowadays people would think wouldn't even work
at all.
It's not going to get me 100 views. It's not even going to give me 100 views.
No one will do that.
That's what everybody's thinking.
You know, because I remember watching like like the Fine Bros back and then watching like the YouTubers react, and it's like if they try to do that nowadays, bro, like if they did like a streamers react. Like all the streamers,
oh my god!
Like no offense, like even though I won't go and watch them, but I'll watch clips of like Speed and Jason Lewin and whoever is like popular right now at the time. They pop up on my feed, but it's like a lot of these guys are watered down versions of each other, for being real.
True.
You know
Literally,
what I'm saying?
It's like one guy after the other. It's like there's Speed, who's like the super like energetic guy, whatever. With the people say he's hella entertaining on his streams. I never really watched Speed, but there's like guys like him. Then it goes down to like the Kai Cenats. Then it goes down to like the whatever else is, and then it keeps going. Jason the Weens, the Marlins, the whatevers, the Lacey's, the Wutu, and it just keeps going down that list of pretty much the same guy, but just in a different font.
Literally, that's literally what it has become. And like,
bro,
bro, shout out to them, bro. They all doing their thing. They all seem like cool guys. They all seem cool as hell. But it's like.
Facts.
Me personally, just watching their clips. Yeah. Maybe I got to sit there and watch a full 5-hour stream to know the difference. But like, they all could be. You could get a Lacey clip and interchange it with a Jason Lewin or something.
True.
And it'll be the same clip. You know what I mean, bro? Like, there's not really much differences for me, to be honest. Whereas like, back then we would watch like a YouTuber. It's like you couldn't throw Smosh into like a Ryan Higa skit or something. It's like it's not gonna work at all.
It wasn't gonna mesh the way we wanted.
Yeah.
That's why you weren't gonna see those type of guys really collab too much at that time because they had their own feel.
And when they did collab, it hit.
That's what I was
Because
gonna say. It's like some Timmy
on,
Jimmy
like,
Power Hour
they
type of
worked
thing.
on like, okay, this is how, you know what I mean, all this stuff is gonna work. You know what I'm saying? Whereas like nowadays, it's like, I don't know, bro. It just feels so weird. And I think that it's that problem of everyone chasing the what's popular right now. Let's just keep doing what's popular right now until we beat it like a dead horse,
yes, bro,
to where it's not popular no more.
Yep.
And we hop on to the next.
The next
popular
new thing.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah. You know what's another thing too? I'll say this before I get into my story. I just think also it's interesting that a lot of us, I think the factor was when you looked at early YouTube videos, it felt very like, this dude could be my cousin, dude. This guy can be my brother. Like you would see their rooms and stuff in the background. It looks so normal, right?
Yeah, this could be like my homie in class or something.
Right? And even like a lot of their footage, the camera was never like super duper good or whatever at the time, and all these other things. And that was the average on YouTube, right? Majority of it kind of looked grainy a little bit. You know, they would do these videos. The audio kind of sounded a little bad sometimes. They would shoot these videos. It's clearly in their living room or whatever. It's clearly in Smosh's backyard.
Literally, think about how much of a big thing was when guys would have face reveals.
Yes.
Like dudes that play video games,
already
and stuff,
knowing.
like Vanoss and all these guys.
Even one of the ones who nowadays, even he kind of went from the old to the new. And he was doing his Dougie for a minute. Bro, your Rage did it the right way. He was one of those guys that are kind of like half and half, where he wasn't super back then, but he was more like the 2014, 15s, like where it was coming up.
Shout out your Rage. He's actually,
you feel me?
He's
right?
Cool. Yeah, he's cool.
He used to be a faceless streamer.
Yeah.
He was one of the few guys that had a crazy transition of going from being a faceless streamer to what he's doing now.
The IRL stuff.
You know? Yeah. So I get what you mean, though. A bunch of those guys, it was such a big deal back then when we would find out somebody's face.
Yeah, like, whoa, like that's what that guy looks like.
Yeah.
So, like, to this day, I still don't know what H2O Delirious looks like.
I'm already knowing.
To know what he looks like.
I was going to say, yeah.
But it's like, nowadays, it's like, you most likely won't blow up or get, crazy success if I just post videos of me playing Fortnite with no face cam. You know what I'm saying?
No, and another thing too, I think was different is YouTube almost used to, like how you said, it used to really feel like a show because we had people that were characters all the time. Like, what's her name? Miranda Singh. We never seen her as fucking Colleen Bollinger at that time. You know what I mean? Yeah. She was just Miranda Singh all the time. You know, we would just sit there and be like, oh, she's weird, whatever, whoop-de-whoop. And then if you saw her not wearing the crazy lipstick and stuff, it would be like, whoa.
Yeah.
You know, or that other girl, her name was like Glow something, that black girl who did the cinnamon challenge
with the green lipstick?
With the green lipstick.
Yeah.
Seeing her normal, acting normal, you didn't see it.
Yeah, it was weird.
She always had the green lipstick. She knew what her staple was.
Yeah.
Everybody, and that was another thing too, is like people nowadays, there's no more gimmicks.
Yeah, or even like Joji when he was Filthy Frank.
The whole pink suit and stuff.
Yeah, like
and all
seeing
that
him
stuff.
outside the pink suit and being regular guy, it was so weird to look at. You know what I mean, bro?
You know what I mean? It's interesting.
Yeah, but you're right. Like no one has that a gimmick anymore.
I think
that
was
thing.
It kind of made YouTube feel fresh, new. It was interesting that we would have that.
And maybe it's just a nostalgia thing. Cause I do understand when people are like, I see people talk shit where it's like, try to go back and watch those videos from early 2000s. They probably don't age well.
They don't.
They don't age well. I'm not
recommending.
The
jokes probably don't hit the same.
Yeah, I'm not recommending people to go back and watch all these videos and stuff.
Yeah.
But like when you're there during that time,
it's peak.
It was literally peak for reals, bro.
Yeah, you had to beat her type shit.
Bro, I swear, and I feel like even back then, like YouTube used to have like damn near categories like gaming category, comedy category,
and even if they did, that's what it felt like.
Lifestyle category and everything. You know what I mean? Because even back then, you had people who did vlogs back then. When it wasn't popular. You know?
Yeah.
And when it got popular, it's like
shout out to Casey Neistat.
Yeah, exactly. Like Casey Neistat, all these guys,
pinnacle,
right? Like everyone was doing. It felt like everybody was doing their own thing for us. Everyone was in their own niche kind of bubble, and it kind of became this thing where instead of you have your own little community out here, and you guys are doing your own thing, and every now and then you dip into someone else's bubble. Yeah, it's like everything became one big dirty bubble on some SpongeBob type stuff.
Literally, you're hilarious for that. No, seriously, it's a dirty bubble like you ever seen it.
Yeah.
Because it's like now. It's like that episode where the dirty bubble put like all of the villains in his bubble.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's kind of like that.
Yeah,
it's like now you'll get like a Mr. Beast thing, and then you're gonna have like Speed, who does IRL whatever. You're gonna have like freaking Ice Poseidon and all these other weird characters that are gonna be a part of this thing, and then you're gonna also have somebody like Eneli Choppa there.
Yeah. or AB and Dean the Great. And it's like,
yeah, it's like,
you know what I mean? And I don't want to talk smack on like streamers because there are definitely streamers like you said, like your age. Even though I don't agree with a lot of stuff that AB and Dean the Great do.
Yeah.
they are
they're entertaining.
guys.
Yeah, or like Queso, some of these other guys.
Queso, all these guys, right?
I'll probably say a lot of the desktop guys are less problematic than a lot of the IRL.
Yeah, definitely. Like Queso, what's his name? Jinxie. You know what I'm saying? Like
Jinxie,
those guys seem like chill dudes, you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. Like not even like a lot of the IRL streamers, they're not all terrible people,
like
you know what I'm saying?
Stable
Like,
Ronaldo's cool.
yeah, Stable Ronaldo seems cool. Yana, you know what I mean? Like there's some people who actually do seem like cool people, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like but it just seems like the more popular ones or the ones who get the most engagement because they you know, they dive into like drama type stuff are these copy and paste type of IRL streamers who seem to be copying, you know, Kai and Speed to a certain degree. You know what I'm saying, bro? But I don't know, dude. It just feels weird, bro. And I just maybe because we're not super deep into the lore of all these streamers and all these guys that we just don't understand it for those. You know what I'm saying, bro? But I don't know. I just feel like there will never be a time where it gets back to that same feeling that it was, where it's like everyone is kind of doing their own bag.
Yep.
And we all come together to kind of share our stuff. Yeah. Where that's what it felt like back then. But it's like nowadays, it's like everyone's in the same bag. Yeah. You know what I mean? And it takes, it's only so much until that bag rips open. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's like kind of like you're mixing like the Smarties with the chocolate and everything, and they're all out of the wrapper.
Yeah.
It's just all in the bag like that.
Yeah.
You know? Versus like you just put a whole bunch of Smarties out of the wrapper in one bag. It's not gonna be gross.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Versus I got like the Snickers in there and stuff, and everything's melting together.
Yeah,
and all
just, like,
stuff. It's like
it becomes just all mush.
Yeah, it's like some people would still like it.
Yeah, some people, some savage
Some
is gonna
savage
eat all that
is
up.
gonna eat the candy up. How it is.
Yeah.
But the vast majority of us are gonna go, dude, that's a bag of schlop.
Come on, bro, that's weird, bro.
I'm not gonna eat that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You feel me? So that's how I look at it. I don't know, but I wanted to get into another thing that I feel like you might have heard of, but bro, I'm gonna be honest with you. This blew my mind. I never knew that the Rothschilds threw a crazy party for only the elites. That is stranger than fiction. I cannot make this up.
What do you mean?
You don't know anything about this?
No, I never heard about this.
Back in the day, in 1972, the Rothschilds decided to throw this party, and it was called the Surreal Ball, which is like really weird, and it was in Paris for all these people to come and attend. It was an invite-only party, and the first thing that already was super weird to me is the invitations. All of the invitations were mirrored. So pretty much the way they were created was backwards. So all of the guests were forced to have to look into a mirror to be able to decipher what's on the card.
Oh, wow.
Also, the way that they made the lighting in the building and even outside, they wanted it to look as if the building was engulfed in flames. Like, I'm not even kidding. The lighting, the way it looks, bro, it looks like the building is on fire. And they did it on purpose. That was also another like weird thing that they wanted the party to look like. That was like the design for the lighting. The servants and people that are like passing stuff out, all of them for some reason were instructed to dress like cats. They were told to pretend to be sleeping or help people out if they like got lost in the building, and all you could do is like purr.
Really?
Yeah. All the like servants that were there serving food and stuff.
Yeah.
And this blew my mind. The weirdest thing also was all the guests that were there, they described saying when they got in, it was a maze-like structure that they said had a hellish landscape. That's how they described it when they first got into this place for this party. They said it was literally a maze to even get to the party first.
Wow.
Also, all of the decorations for the tables and stuff like that were taxidermied animals, like taxidermied tortoises and things like that.
Really?
Real tortoises, yeah. And then all of the plates were furry plates. Plates that were covered in fur.
What the hell?
And then instead of giving them silverware, it was a dead fish.
Instead of like a fork and knife.
Yeah. And also the decorations that were like around was just a bunch of like severed body parts.
Human body parts.
Human body parts that were sitting there around that were like made to look like real body parts. But they were like mannequins.
Really?
And on top of that, they would literally serve your food on top of the body of a mannequin on a bed of roses.
What the hell did he have going on over there?
The costumes are, that isn't even another factor that blew my mind. It gets so weird. One of the Rothschilds, her name was Marie Rothschild. She pulled up to this party wearing a actual deer's head, a giant deer's head over hers. It has the huge antlers and everything. And then she added these real diamonds right under the deer's eyes to personify tears.
Wow.
And then this one really big actress at the time that was invited to the party. Bunch of people know who this lady is. You probably even know her too. I forgot her name. She pulled up to this party. She was wearing a big like hat thing that was like over her head or her whole face or something. And it was a bird's cage with real birds in it.
Really?
Yeah. And dude, I could keep going how crazy and fantastical all these people dressed up. And it's like some of them were like demonic, bro. It was so
insane.
weird. Some of them almost looked like still lives.
Yeah.
They had like multiple faces and all these other crazy things and weird stuff like that, bro.
That's crazy though.
Yeah. And people actually believe that this specific party is where Stanley Kubrick got the inspiration for his final movie, Eyes Wide Shut.
Really?
Yes, allegedly.
Was
the
he
movie that-
invited to the party?
That's the thing. I don't know anything about that, but we know what they said about Eyes Wide Shut is that's the movie allegedly that got.
You know, that does make sense because like the way that those people wore like those masks and everything in the movie.
Come on.
Sounds very similar to what you're telling me right now.
And the whole thing with the invite.
Yeah.
Everything, the way that they did it, and it's only these certain elites that they chose to do. And some of those people at that party were actors. This isn't just politicians
Yeah.
or the Rothschilds or these strong families, these powerful families. It's other celebrities that are powerful. This girl was like an A-list celebrity. That's what I'm talking about. Bro, I'm telling you, she was in so many early projects that we all probably know. She's probably in that freaking Casablanca or whatever that was called. Like, things like that, bro. These, like, super popular movies from back in the day. She was a part of those type of projects. And she was at those type of parties, yeah. So people think that that is directly where Stanley Kubrick got his inspiration for crazy. Eyes Wide Shut.
Was there any other freaky stuff happening at this party that people talk about besides the costumes
Yes.
and decorations and anything like that?
Yes. Like, well, what do you mean specifically? Like, what? Are they
Like
cutting
on
babies and
yeah,
stuff,
yeah,
like that?
stuff like that?
Well, obviously, there's speculation of things people were saying. There was like, you know, they sacrificed at this party and things like that. But, you know, I'm not going to go into the stuff that I don't, that isn't real or that isn't fact.
But it was just a freaky party. That
It was a very, I mean, dude, to me, that's not just a freaky party.
Yeah,
Are
it's
you doing stuff with furry
crazy.
plates, mannequin, whatever? Because why do you think it's that thing of all of the stuff that we've seen with the whole thing with Bohemian Grove? Why is that freaky?
Yeah.
It's not a real body. It's a
just-
bunch of
yeah,
wood
yeah.
that they structure to look like a person and they set it on fire in front of this owl god as a sacrifice. That's weird.
Yeah, that's hella weird.
This is very freaking strange to me. What is this?
Yeah, that's insane. I wonder what they're doing at that party. Like, were they dancing?
Bro.
Or you know what I'm saying? Like, what type of party are they having here that they have all this crazy, like, pageantry to go along with it? You know what I'm saying? Same thing, like, I feel the same way about, like, the Met Gala sometimes where it's like, what do y'all do in the Met Gala?
But do you see what I'm saying?
Y'all
What
showing
happens-
off
what's
your
that?
outfits
Is there an
and all-
after party for
you know
the
what
Met
I'm
Gala?
saying?
You ever heard about a Met
Yeah,
Gala
yeah.
after party? Have you heard about that?
I'd never heard of it. I never
heard of that. You don't think there's one that all these celebrities might want to? Do you think they're just gonna get dressed up and go home after?
You know what I mean? Yeah, see, I'm curious to see, like, what were they doing at that Rothschild
Those
party
parties
that
probably
made it
still
so
exist.
secret. You know what I mean? It's such a secret party
That's what I
you know
mean.
what I mean? Invite
all
only,
these
all this
weird
stuff. Yeah.
things. You have to
And
decode
is
the
there,
message.
Is there images of like
the party
costumes? and
Oh
all that
yeah.
stuff?
Oh brother,
yeah.
I was waiting for you to ask. I'm glad that you asked me because I'm just, you feel me? The audience already seeing it. I'll show you right now, brother. I'm glad, and that's probably why you're probably just kind of being like, what? Like, but look. These are two guests at the party. Okay, these are two guests.
Does he look like a sky? on
Yeah,
his
he looks
face
like
or
the
something
sky. Yeah, and this is the two Rothschilds. Full deer head.
Look, I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's very weird, but it is kind of dope though. I would never wear something like that, but like maybe not that deer head. A deer is kind of a little too freaky. I ain't gonna lie. But the one before that, like the golden like mask looking thing, like
Yeah, bro.
that is kind of cool. But why though? You know what I'm saying? Like, why go out your way to see? That looks crazy as hell, bro. That looks insane. It almost reminds me of the like the elites in the Squid Games. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like the mask that they wear and stuff.
See, you see what I'm talking about? Look, this nigga looks like a still life. You see that guy on top?
Yeah, that's insane.
Like this, like weird.
That's crazy, bro. That looks like freaky.
You feel me? Look,
Some of them look very scary. I'm not gonna lie.
dude. There's more, bro. That's what I'm saying. There was a lot more, bro. Look at this one. This is so uncanny,
Bro, that's insane.
Mike.
And they was really dressed up like that.
This is how everybody was dressed at this party. Not anybody was damn near. Like a couple of the guys kind of dressed a little bit normal, but bro, for the most
Everybody
part,
was up to the-
everybody
was
was
it-
bugging, dude. Like, look.
That's crazy. I'm gonna lie. The furry plates. I'm already out with that. The furry plates is weird as hell.
Yeah, see, bro, look. Her head was in the cage. You know that lady. You recognize her, right?
Yo.
On the top.
What the? And there was real birds in there.
Real live birds in her head, in the cage, flapping around and stuff.
What
Craziness,
the
bro.
hell, bro?
Look at that guy. I didn't even realize he has hella hands coming out of his hair.
That's insane. Yeah, not for
You
us.
feel me? This is insane, bro.
Dude,
Yeah, look at
that's
this.
so eerie.
Look at this. Look at this saxophone thing. It's a hand, Mike.
That's insane.
Is this not like this is
so
some real
weird.
backrooms things that would just be in the furniture, like real shit. This is the stuff I was showing you, like Epstein.
Yeah.
Why are they all into this weird stuff? We could just keep being like, yeah, it's a little strange, but you know.
But why are all
Why?
why all of them into that type of stuff?
That's what I'm saying. That's why I immediately, when I saw this party, I didn't just go like, that looks kind of cool. I'm like, nigga, what is this? What is going on? Why does Epstein have, because I can sit there and be like, that's a pretty dope room though. Like all these faces coming out the walls and stuff. It's so cool. With a freaking a dentist chair in the middle. Why? That's my first question. I'm not thinking this shit looks cool. Me personally, I'm just like, yo, and I'm not going to act like none of the stuff doesn't look cool though. I'm not going to deny that, but it's the why.
It's weird though. Yeah. Why is it that all these elite type of people are into that same weird, freaky type of
Come
thing?
on, man.
And even like in media and all that stuff, it's like, why do you depict all the elites wearing freaky, weird stuff like that, like an Eyes Wide Shut or in Squid Games? Why are they all wearing like gold animal
Masks and stuff and all this other stuff. Yeah.
Or like on like, you know, Phantom of the Opera, like why do they all wear those masks and everything? You know what I'm saying, bro?
Where
like,
did we get this from?
yeah.
Them.
They
And it
put
just,
it in there for us.
it spread it down. It passed down and we realized it. And why do you think the rest of us, when we're broke, we'll sit there and do our own little masquerade balls? That's as far as we'll go. Where we all just look normal and it looks cool. A couple of the masks might be sideways and stuff. You know, the nose might be a little this way or whatever.
It never
but
gets to that
it
point
doesn't
where
get,
it looks like that.
It never gets freaky like that. Like you seen that one dude, he looks like a piano or something, or like clouds or something.
Yeah,
It's
the
like,
way like, yeah.
it's like layers of like books or whatever.
That's
I don't know what that
insane,
was.
dude, yeah.
Notice how, like, bro, if somebody who is watching this without if somebody's listening to this without watching, you're so confused what I'm describing right now.
Yeah.
You're so confused what I'm describing.
Or even the guy with like all the little hands and feet sticking out of his head and stuff like that. Like that's so weird. Why go out your way to do stuff like that?
That's
That's
what
my
I'm
whole
saying,
thing.
bro.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That's so strange.
Yeah, and what is their obsession? Like all of these super rich people, you know? So I don't know. I
don't
this
know.
is
That's
very
so interesting, dude. And I know for a fact they're doing a lot more weirder stuff at those type of parties besides just listening to music and talking to each other. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like,
Yep.
there's got to be a reason why it's so secret, and the reason why they dressed up in all these disguises and stuff.
Yeah.
Like they must have been in there doing some real like Diddy type stuff.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
bro.
saying, bro? Some real freaky stuff.
I'm talking, I think even beyond Diddy, because I'm saying if these guys are the elite, dude, they have like the devil's in the room next door.
Yeah,
Like,
they're eating
like
babies.
Epstein and them gotta get the portal to get to, bro. Dude, they're already on the other side of the portal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I think they don't even have to do all the stuff Epstein and them do, bro. They just take out their long tongue and just dig right into the baby and drink it straight out the tap.
No, for reals.
Or us. You know,
Nah,
they
that's
probably could drink the
insane,
rest of us
dude.
too. Who knows? But I just thought this was very disturbing. Dude,
Yeah,
and
that's
just
hella weird,
a crazy
bro.
story.
What
But,
the hell?
dude, I kind of want to do a full 360 with a different story to tell you, though. I hella wanted to tell you this. It actually has a happy ending. This lady's husband got kidnapped by this gang, and instead of her calling the police, she goes and kidnaps the gang leader's mom.
Really?
Mike, I swear to you, bro.
That's wild.
Dude. So this happened in 2016 in Guerrero, Mexico, and it was this girl named Yadira Garcia. Around this time, her and her husband were just living life like any other day, and her husband went to like this area to go do something. I think because he was a mechanic. I think he was going to do his job. And basically where they live, there's a lot of these kidnappings that happen, and a lot of it is through this gang where they'll like kidnap people and use them for like ransom or trafficking. Her husband so happened to be one of the guys that got snatched up one day. He ends up just not coming home. She's wondering where the hell he was at. This lady has something inside of her of like, I am sick and tired of these people messing with us. She decides to go to the locals in the area and she starts talking to everybody and telling them like pretty much, I'm sick and tired of these people just bullying us and doing whatever they want to us and basically being ruled by fear.
Yeah.
She rallies up a bunch of people and basically gets a team together. It's her and a bunch of basically civilians and like vigilantes. And they even get guns.
Wow.
They even find a way to get guns because they're like, dude, we're tired of this shit.
Yeah.
So this lady leads a militia pretty much where they eventually find a way to storm into an area where this gang leader who runs all this stuff, this trafficking and kidnapping and all this, they find out who the guy is and they connect who his mother is, go to her place, storm in there, kidnap his mom and a bunch of other like victims pretty much.
Wow.
They get all these people. This blew my mind, bro. This lady's so hard body. She gets a camera, they set it up, and she's like right in front of the camera. And she goes, we got your mom right here. I want to do a swap. Nobody's going to get hurt. I want you to bring my husband back for your mom, and don't touch a hair on his head. Gang leader's like,
They got my mom's.
ain't no way they got my mom.
That's crazy, yeah.
The police are like kind of in on this. They're hearing about everything because one of these dudes, the guy, the main leader, they've been trying to get this guy for a really long time. So they're trying to find a way to help with this exchange. I think some time goes by, and damn near right away, it's like the same day, the gang leader's like, all right, bro, I don't want nothing to happen to my mama. We can make this trade.
Yeah.
So they eventually go to wherever the hell this place was at, and they do the trade where they get the husband, and they gave the mom to the police to return her back home. And that's how they did the swap. And dude, to tell you the truth, nobody ended up getting hurt.
Really? It was a clean swap.
Clean swap completely. No guns. Nobody got shot. There was
Wow.
guns there, but nobody got shot. Nobody sneaked anybody, did any sneaky stuff. It was a clean break. And long story short, the girl saved her husband and bro's back home.
Damn.
And to my knowledge, I don't know if all of the guys got arrested, but I know that some of those guys ended up getting arrested over the years, but I don't think they ended up getting the leader still. Which is
Wait,
interesting.
did the people who kidnapped the mother get arrested at any time? Like the civilians or anything like that?
No.
Wow. Okay, that's crazy.
Which actually blew my mind. No, I think it was just this thing of the police in that area also knew, like, dude, these guys are too much. And these people got together, rallied basically more than the police that wasn't doing anything, and made a change.
That's insane.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Crazy as
bro.
hell. So shout out to this girl, bruh. So
Nah,
I'm
for
like
reals.
this. All them dudes out there, know who you picking, bruh.
Man, for
'Cause you
reals.
might just pick a real one.
Yeah, if she not
Keep it
kidnapping
real.
a gang leader's mom for you, bro, is she really the right one for us?
Do she really love you for real, bruh?
You know what I'm saying?
Think about that next time you're looking at your girl.
If my girl's not willing to go to a cartel leader's home, take his mother
out of her bed at night.
and kidnap her and make a ransom video for my own safety,
Come on.
does she really like me for real? Does she really love me for real?
What is love?
Exactly, bro.
Baby,
No, that's actually insane for real,
Come on.
bro.
Come on, bruh.
Why is there
Blew my
so many
mind.
stories of like Mexican women
Dude, I'm not even kidding, bro. It damn near
doing
seems
crazy
like
stuff like this, bro?
Look, any single guys out there, y'all know where to go.
Not for real.
Because it seemed like Mexican girls really be that ride or die.
Yeah,
like,
nah, for
you're
reals.
not doing that to my dude.
Yeah.
You're bugging.
Yeah, no, that's insane.
You got to make a movie about this lady, bro.
Not for real, because she definitely could have gotten hurt.
You feel
or
me?
her husband could have got really hurt. For
Bro,
reals.
that's she really what's it called? What's bro's name? From Taken.
No, for real, Liam Neeson.
Come on. Bro, Taken with it.
No, for reals. No, that's insane, bro. That's
that
wild as
story
hell, dude.
blew my mind, you know?
Like the fact that the police were just like, oh yeah, we're gonna help you guys, for reals. You know what I'm saying? Like we're gonna go and we're gonna help y'all do the exchange, and you guys also aren't gonna get any type of jail time at all, bro. Like that's actually wild, cause like in the end of the day, bro, they also committed a crime. Like they kidnapped this dude's whole mother and used her as bait to get her husband back. Like that's a crime
That's
at the end
crazy.
of the day.
It still is a crime. You kidnapped a person and moved them to another
Yeah.
location. You kidnapped them. You stole them out of the night.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, and none of them got arrested, bro.
That's wild as hell.
You know,
bro.
blew
Hey,
my
shout
mind.
out to old girl, bro. Shout out to Yadira.
Yep.
She really risked her life and her husband's life.
Yeah.
At a chance of possibly getting him back.
Bro, really think about that. Dealing with these gang members out there, bro, it's not a simple task.
Cause what if he was like this? I really don't care about my mom.
We haven't talked in 30 years,
Yeah.
or we haven't talked in 5 years.
Go ahead.
What you thinking? You thought you had me?
Yeah.
Bruh, if you don't play with me now, guess what? Y'all owe us $3 million after you kill my mom, dumbass.
Yeah.
He could have really been that.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie,
that's
bruh. It would have been wild if he bluffed.
Yeah.
Kill her.
And they did. That would have been wild as hell, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, I mean, that would be insane.
Or they just started sending fingers back to each other, back and forth to each other.
It could have went that way too.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's like they get a finger from the husband. I mean, you feel me? And then they're like, all right, bro, we gotta take one of mom's pinky toe. Let's get the pinky. You feel me?
Damn.
This little pinky went to the market.
But do you think they would stoop down to that level of also
That's
doing
the thing.
criminal
I know
stuff,
what you're
like,
gonna say,
you know what
because
I'm
then
saying?
it's like you guys are them now.
Yeah, now
so
we're also the cartel gang.
Yeah, you
members.
just created a new cartel gang.
Yeah.
That's basically just to. It's almost you're anti-venom. Mm-hmm. You know, you're still a venom. You're still a symbiote,
Yeah.
but you're anti-venom now.
No, that's actually insane,
You know?
bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that story blew
that's
my
wild
mind.
as hell.
Yeah, but I have one more story for you, bro. We can get out of here. This one, Mike, takes the cake. I'm not even kidding. Did you see the story of the two teenage girls who were planning on killing a classmate, and they said they wanted to use his body after as a ritual to bring back the Sandy Hook shooter?
Really?
This is real, bro. Yes, these little girls are absolutely insane. You didn't hear about this?
No.
Bro. So this happened in Florida this year to this 15-year-old girl named Isabel Valdez and this 14-year-old girl named Lois Lippert. Both of these little girls were in class like any other day, and this girl, Isabel, started talking to Lois, telling her, hey, I have this idea that I think would be cool. And pretty much she cooked up this idea that they were going to end the life of another classmate and use his body for a ritual. The reason that she chose the boy in her class is so weird. She said that she picked him because he resembled the Sandy Hook shooter.
Really?
Yeah. And they were saying that what they were going to do is they were going to lure this kid into the bathroom and they were going to slit his throat and then drink the blood.
Wow.
And then do the ritual, I think, at school.
That's crazy.
As that is all going on and they're planning on doing this, the little girl, Isabel, can't keep her mouth shut. She eventually is like talking about it at school, and she tells another kid that was like some other little boy in their class. He goes and tells a teacher. Because he's like, dude, this is crazy, and I don't know if this is real. He goes and lets the teacher know. The teacher immediately calls police. Police finds out about this. They're like, yeah, no, that's ridiculous. They come to the school. They end up getting both of these little girls. So the police come and get them from their school. There's footage of them in the back seat of the police car. Bro, the footage is disgusting.
Oh my God. Yeah. But I knew I shouldn't have told him. Because he was like, oh, can you please tell me I can't sleep tonight? Fuck you! God! Dude, I was gonna do my makeup this morning for the mugshot, but I couldn't find anything.
I'm glad I don't actually look too bad today.
I look horrible. It's
And,
over.
and don't worry, you don't need to, don't worry, you're the butch. It doesn't matter if you look bad.
Hey, at least they were gonna see me some way or another in the mugshot. Dude, we're supposed to spread our story around the TCC though. Hey, these are two stupid times from Florida that couldn't.
No, do not have to put
Yes,
me in. This was out. You did not work it.
You help me get materials.
No.
You were gonna see the photos.
That's the thing I was talking about, where like this like infamy of being a serial killer or being one of these mass shooters is like
It's
what
still
these
there.
people crave.
Yeah, it's still there. The infamy or the you know, being famous.
Yeah.
So these little girls, they end up getting taken to the police station, and police start to try to figure out why they did this and just everything like that. They find out that their plan was, like I said, to resurrect the Sandy Hook shooter to come to their school and commit a school shooting at theirs.
Really, that's what they wanted.
That was their plan.
Oh my God,
That's why they said they wanted to bring them back from the dead.
that's insane.
So then they go to court. All these other things are happening. And while they're basically going to court and trying to see what they're going to do with these little girls, because they're 14 and 15, the police are basically digging into these little girls' lives. Like, they're looking into their homes. They confiscated their devices, things like that. Bro, it gets even worse. They go through the little girls' phones. The girl, Lois, I heard they didn't find anything too incriminating on her phone. This little girl, Isabel, they found hella CP material
Really?
on her phone at 15 years old, Mike.
Wow.
Now they're planning on charging that little girl as an adult.
Damn.
Yeah, they're trying to trial her as an adult right now. So I think, I don't know if
That's
it's both of
insane.
them, but right now the story's still developing, and we're going to see what's going to happen to these little girls. But right now it looks like they're both cooked.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, they found CP on her phone, dude.
Yeah.
A little
That's
girl.
crazy as hell.
What was she
bro.
doing?
Not for real.
You feel me? So this is just mind-blowing of like all of the factors kind of rolled into one of what we were talking about today. It's the fact of this little girl, she wanted to have this infamy. There was something clearly wrong with her in her brain mentally already. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because for you to have the double whammy of both, you're mentally ill. And I'm
Not
not talking
for
about, oh, you're just a crazy guy. There's something there that was there before you were even here. Because if you're a little pedo at that age,
That's crazy.
and then you want to kill people too, those are two rare ass things that human beings just have in their head naturally. And you're
into
15.
and you're into demonic rituals, trying to
Come
resurrect
on.
somebody back from the dead.
Trying to resurrect the Sandy Hook shooter? What
You're
the
insane.
hell is the
I
matter
don't even know
with
what
you
he
anyway?
looks like.
I don't either.
And the fact that you could find someone who kind of looks like him
You're
and
too
you want to
deep.
resurrect him using that guy's dead body is
You're too
crazy as
deep.
hell, bro. You're way too deep, bro. And bro, shout out to that one little kid who actually told an adult about like this whole plan that was going on, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because imagine if he didn't go,
And he just laughed about it.
he just minded his business.
Yeah, whatever. Okay.
dude, imagine what could have happened, bro.
That kid would have been dead in a bathroom, getting these 2 little girls drinking from his neck.
That's insane, bro.
You feel me?
That's crazy as hell, bro.
Imagine being the parent
Man.
of that kid. You hear that these 2 little girls was plotting on sacrificing your son because he looks like the Sandy Hook shooter.
That's insane, bro. That's so wild, bro.
My kid is 15, 14 years old, just, you feel me, got to high school. And this is the first thing that's going to happen to little bro.
Man.
Because now it's even, you feel me, you didn't hear too many stories of little kids.
Trying to do stuff like that. Literally, yeah.
Not too many, let alone that young. 'Cause
Man.
even the Columbine shooters, they were out of high school when they
Yeah,
did it.
yeah.
They came back. Like a lot of these other shooters. The Sandy Hook shooter, I'm pretty sure he was a dude that was already freaking super grown. I know Sandy Hook was like a little elementary school.
Yeah.
But I'm even, the Texas shooter, there we go. He was like 20. Mm-hmm. That was his old high school.
Yeah.
Or no.
Old elementary school.
Was it the Texas shooter? What was that guy? He looks so weird, bro. He shot up that school that he used to go to, and it was this whole big thing, like in 2016. And then he went to court. It was this whole thing. He looks so weird. I'll put a picture up of bruh.
I know you're talking about. But
I forgot what
where
the.
it was at. Yeah,
was
yeah.
that Parkland?
I think so. Yeah, I think it was Parkland. Yeah, that sounds about
You
right.
feel me? The Parkland shooting? I think that was him.
Yeah.
Bro, that's that shit I'm talking about.
That's so insane, bro.
You feel me? So, dude, I don't even know what to say about this
I
story.
mean, it was a tragedy that got,
Prevented
for real,
Yeah.
because they could have really killed that innocent kid
Have you noticed a
just
lot
because
of
the way he
these-
looks.
I was gonna say, have you noticed a lot of these stories were like prevented, like they were almost tragedies. A lot of
Man.
them in today's episodes, like
Yeah,
the
no,
kid
first.
with the the girl saving her, the kid with the crocodile, girl saving her husband. In this,
Yeah, a little half and half.
a little half and half for y'all, bro. You feel me? But guys, we're gonna be getting up out of here, man. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed this episode from the TB4 White Podcast, boys.
Yeah.
Follow us on everything, man. Spotify, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Apple Podcasts, all that good stuff. Go check out the Couch Critics, man. Our page, we're blowing up over there right now. We're doing our thing, man. You guys go check out our new video. We just talked about Toy Story 5. That movie was actually really interesting. I really enjoyed it. You guys go check that out. Watch our video, our breakdown of it. Like, comment, and subscribe on the video.
Yep.
Let us know your favorite parts of what we talked about today. And Mikey, you want to take us out?
Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we'll see you guys on the next one.